tried touching that dial and look what happened.
beard and his crooked staff. He tramps along with folks all left with a twinkle in his eye as he passes them by. The old man of the mountain, long white beard and his crooked staff. He tramps along with folks all left with a twinkle in his eye as he passes them by. The old man of the mountain, long white beard and his crooked staff. He tramps along with folks all left with a twinkle in his eye as he passes them by. The old man of the mountain, long white beard and his crooked staff. He tramps along with folks all left with a twinkle in his eye as he passes them by. The old man of the mountain. Sleeps with the stars for a tent, for the beast spread a feast when he's hungry, and God charges no man. He'll live as long as old or free, and laugh at fools like you and me. Often sigh and wish that I were the old man of the mountain. Shoo-bitty wop-me, oh-bitty wop-me, oh-ba-doo now.
GDQ Heart. Sounds like a good night for game night.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. And a message from our sponsor, Puzzle Dan.
33 months that 3 times 11 time to leak data. Actually no, let's not do that on second thought, Ben.
No, maybe not. Well done, TTS. You tried saying data. Good evening, everybody. Hope you all are keeping well. Happy Saturday to you. And thank you, Puzzle Dan, for that 33-month subscription, as well as to all the penny cash-ins that have just come in. Proog's on a 3-stream streak. Yes, apparently that is a thing now. Lupine subbing for 42 months. Life, the universe, and everything right there somewhere. Sounds like a good night for game night. It does indeed. Thank you, Lupine, for the sub. Dragon for subscribing at 19 months there. And Colo subbing for 41 months. He tried touching that dial, and look what happened. You got ad-free viewing for another month. Hope you all are keeping well. It is Data Leak. We're starting as we need to go on. Apologies, I'm a few minutes late. Let's get this lobby open and get the games underway. Good evening to you all. I've got Kisani here. Good evening to you. Good evening, Arun, and Zeus and Shapes, Naked Grandma, Samster, Jogging, Tadaru, Unvets and Mark and Proves. Good evening, Mantissa and Fluffy Bunny and Lupine and Nando and Dragon and AB Me and Puzzle Dan and Kamikaze and Natter and anyone else who is lurking, loitering and lingering in the chat. You are most welcome to be here. Connors, welcome to the stream. Thank you all so much for joining me for a triple bill of game night this evening. Triple bill of games tonight. No warm-up game, which is probably just as well because it's already 8:15. I went out for a sort of family friend's birthday, or their daughter's just turned 18, so we haven't seen them for a while, so yeah, we thought we'd pop in just to say hello. So we had early dinner and then off to the pub. Still doing dry January, maintained it, had a disgusting beer Moretti zero booze thing. It wasn't where it's at, but yeah, that's the way. Next Thursday though, fucking hell, we're gonna get messy. Samster's in first. What a mad lad. Look, Samster's got. I wonder if Samster's going to be on the telly anytime soon. He might be on telly on Monday. Is that right, Samster? Would you like to take this opportunity to tell everyone about how you'll be on the telly on Monday, possibly? Welcome to the game, you all. Don't know, some dude are in. So, Electron, welcome to the stream. Hope you're keeping well. This pack by Arun to start us off, and I'm very grateful to all three of our writers tonight: Arun, Lupine, and Shapes, and as well the three proofers, Lewis, Colo, and Toot. I have a very hands-off week because I'm proofing 2 for next week, and I've got to do a change to one of the builds for one of the packs next week. So. Yeah, very, very grateful to the proofing team who sort of rallied last night, said, yeah, we'll take them, and then managed to spread the load, so no one has to sit out of more than one game. It also means I've not seen the packs properly. I tried playing Cryptex once, I wasn't very good, so I'm not going to repeat that. And I did have to look at Data Leak because I had to bring the picture round in, of course. But I haven't seen Risky Business, so there's a non-zero chance I may play along, especially because that one's universal controller as well, so I can just do it on my phone with the enormous screen, which I'm discovering is possibly a little bit too big, actually. So yeah, that's a thing. But we'll see. Cancel Data Leak. Why would we cancel Data Leak? Apparently, there's a lovely pack from Arun. From what I've seen, it does look very, indeed, look very charming. So. Yes, we're going to have some fun with this. This has got anytime entry if you wanted to join midway through. But welcome to you all. Lewis, welcome to the stream. You did. You all rallied, and I was immensely grateful. Cancel every game other than Data Leak. Do you not like any game other than Data Leak, Topper, or is Data Leak a particular favourite for you? Clive, welcome to the stream, my dude. Heterophobia away. Every game is elimination from now. I mean, yeah, that could be. I do like a bit of elimination. I'm not very good at it. I was not trying. I think there was a Q&L I came second, or was it some other one I came second? I don't think it was Q. No, it wasn't Q&L I came second. I did quite badly at Q&L. There was one fairly recently. I think I got into like the top 2 or something in elimination, which was a high point. 24 hours of Data Leak. You must be joking. That's some writing. That is. Oh, that was it. Ill Impossible. That was it. Yes, it was the fringe rules that sort of got me over the line. I think a little bit for water aid. That would be good. Yeah, but I hope you're all keeping well. It's things are good this end. Of course, yes, charity stream is on the way. 16th of March is going to be the season 13 finale to mark 400th episode of Game Night. Exciting, actually. Very exciting. There goes our hype train. Thank you very much for that level 1 hype train, everyone. I'll probably give it till the end of this thing and then we'll get underway with Data Leak tonight. So we haven't played Data Leak for months. It's been a long time. Go away, prolonged muzzle. Thank you, Colon. Yeah, it's been a while. I checked the last pack. It was like, was it end of October, beginning of November? It was a bit, yeah, it was a bit mad. I thought we just haven't seen it for a while because I don't think it was in Quizmas or features a side game at all in Quizmas. So yeah, making up for lost time. We've got 2 Data Leaks this season and plus 1 on the charity stream. So starting off with this one tonight from Arun. That is the end of the sting. Let's get playing. I almost said let's get leaking then. I don't think that quite works for this, so it's not something I shall look to repeat. Anyway, lovely to have you all here. Let's get some quiz on. It occurs to me I didn't ping in the server, so if anyone is not here, maybe they'll come around. But there is some anytime entry on this, so all is good. Literally have no clue what's in this pack. Well. I hope that's not the case, Arun. Just random words on a page, monkeys on typewriters. Round 1 is 5 degrees. You're going to be shown 5 puzzles. Each puzzle has a category and 5 clues. Points decrease every 10 seconds. As the next clue is revealed, incorrect attempts freeze you out for 8 seconds. So have as many guesses as you like and you'll be frozen out of at most 1 clue. So keep pressing and guessing is the order of the day. The faster you answer, the more points you get. Simple as that, really. And yeah, so I haven't seen these questions, so I'm hoping I don't trip over any of my words, but forgive me if I do. All Twitch whispers in this game, so whisper to Persephone's Twitch bot. Just going to give you the whisper command, just in case you don't have that. There's no app on this one, no even hackbox on this one. It's just whispering. So this is a game desperately in need of a remake. So now I've done Distinction. I've got a couple of tweaks to make to that. Thank you, by the way, for the feedback last week. I know I think I responded to most people who contributed, and there's some very valid points coming forth from that, which will be implemented before we play Proog's game in a couple of weeks' time. Yes, but yeah, this one and Cryptex, 2 of the ones we're playing tonight, probably the last 2 that still use whispers exclusively, so we'll be seeing what we can do about that. Anyway, I've done the rules, I'm whispering on. Let's get into our first puzzle. Fingers on keyboards, everyone, whispering to the bot. First one we are looking for is a sport. For 5 points. Professionals in this sport include Pete Weber and Norm Duke. Coming in for 5 points early on. Well done, well done. For 4, Jack Biondolillo was the first professional to have a televised perfect game in this sport. And for 3 points, one of the most difficult layouts in this sport is often nicknamed bedposts. And for 2, this sport features prominently in the 1998 film The Big Lebowski. And for a single point in this sport, a player rolls a ball down an alley to try and knock over Skittles. Alright, Lupine, no worries. It's 10-pin bowling. A few variations that we'd accept on that. 10-pin bowling. Actually, that was it. 10-pin bowling or bowling. Go to yeah, quite tripping over it on the second clue of the night. Yeah, the Jack Biondolillo was in 1967, the first televised perfect game, and the bedpost is the famous 7-10 split, where you've got the back 2 at the back 2 in the corners, if you like, 7 and 10. Very well done. Most people getting some points on the board. Let's reset the board and bring in puzzle number 2, and this time we are looking for a country. For 5. The author of the plays Mad Men and Specialists and The Lion and the Jewel was born in this country. This 2, not wasting any time there. For 4, the Biafran War was fought in this country. Couple getting in for that. For 3, states of this country include Taraba, Oyo, and Adamawa. Be careful with them now. For 2, it is the most populous country in Africa. Itself, of course, you'll be aware, is not a country, but a continent. And for a single point, the currency of this country with capital city Abuja is the Naira. Naira? how you say that. Again, most of us getting some points on the board there. Nigeria is what we wanted. Also Niger, Naija. Not the same as Niger. I suspect that might be the Nigerian spelling of the country. Don't have any further notes, but Nigeria is what we wanted. And the author of the plays Madmen and Specialists and the line of the duel was Vol Soyinka. W-O-L-E. Is it Vol or Wol? Soyinka, though, the surname. Nigeria, well done. If you got that, let's clear the board. Nando and Optimat's off to a strong start, 9 out of 10. Very good play. Let's go on to puzzle number 3. We're looking for a chemical element. For 5 points, all amalgams contain this element. All the scientists coming in here. I don't even know what an amalgam is. To show you my ignorance here. For 4 points, it has the atomic number 80. I didn't mention there's a city called Jos. Yeah, that is a missed opportunity room. For 3, it is a metal which derives its chemical symbol from its Latin name hydrargyrum, I think. Hydrargyrum? Bloody hell. For 2, it has a silvery colour and is commonly known as quicksilver. Dave? A few more pings coming in, and for a single point, it is the only metal which is liquid at room temperature. Depends where the rune is, I suppose. And that would be mercury. Again, most players picking up some points on that one. Yeah, mercury, liquid, famously liquid at room temperature, and used in thermometers, in the old thermometers before everything went digital. Very well done. Let's clear the board. Shared lead extends to 3 players, Nando, Innes and Shapes, all with 13, Mark, Toot and Optimat with 12 just behind them. 2 more puzzles in this round, on to number 4, and we're looking for an organisation. This organisation was the subject of the 1986 Peacock Report. And for 4, a quota imposed by this organisation in 2014 was described by Milton Jones as being counterproductive. For 3, this British organisation was founded in October 1922. A slightly trickier one here. For 2, Tim Davie became Director General of this organisation in 2020. And for a single point, this broadcasting company is often referred to as the Beeb or Auntie. People probably only give the bloody answer away. This is, of course, the BBC, the British Broadcasting Corporation, not company. Almost saying corporation in the answer. On the board, Dan, good man. Yes, it's the B2C is what we're after. Yeah, quota described by Milton Jones as being counterproductive was a quota to have at least one woman on every comedy panel show. I remember that being in the news, but also remember thinking at the time that is sort of how it is anyway, isn't it? I mean, no, it doesn't inspire me with confidence about our country, that the fact that has to be enshrined into law, and we're not just there as a nation anyway. But I suppose the biggest panel show I watch is QI, which is a Sandy in charge since 2014, 2015, and has generally been very good for gender equality. But yes, there we go, some extra information for you there. But yes, Auntie, the Beeb. Well done if you got that. Let's clear the board. Nando with the lead of 18 at the moment, 1 point ahead of Toot on 17, who's 2 clear of Innes and Shapes on 15. One more puzzle in this round, and of course we're looking for a song for 5. Hillary Clinton danced to this song at the 1996 Democratic National Convention. Over to our political correspondent Jack Wilfred to describe it in detail. Oh no, he's not here. Before, the character that gives their name to the song has a boyfriend named Vittorino. You really put me through my paces on my pronunciations tonight, I'm not going to lie. For 3, this song contains the line, and the boys, they say, que soy buena. I think. For 2, it is likely the best known song by the Spanish group Los del Rio. And for 1, the dance associated with this 90s pop song starts by a person placing both hands in front of them. Doing the accents. Hey, Macarena. Oh, yeah. It's always really funny. It's not funny. It's a bit mean, actually. But there's there's one off bar because it's all sort of 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 2 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 4 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. The dance is in subdivisions of 4 bars, so it's like 4 bars of 4 beats. But there's one about a third of the way through the song, a quarter or a third of the way through the song, where it does a 2-bar change, and that's when it goes into the dance. You see groups of kids doing it, and they start off doing that from the beginning, and then about a quarter of the way through, they're out of sync with the actual Macarena bit, which is, yeah, I think it's very funny. But yeah, I'm not a great lover of the Macarena, I have to say. Whenever a DJ disco stuff, that one tends to, or sort of 90s pop and disco fun and dance along stuff, that one tends to get a bye. That is the end of the puzzle. It's the end of round 1. Let's clear the board. Check out the scores. So it's Nando, Innes and Toot in a little treeway up at the top with 20 points apiece. It's not bad going, 20 out of 25. Very, very strong start for you 3. Shapes is in second with 19. Samster in third with 17. We've then got Mark and Opsy on 16. AB, Mia, Podo, Lupine, Zeus on 15. Clive's got 14. Jogging Prue, Silver Electron, Tadara and Topper all on 13. Colo's got 12. Dragon and Fluffy Bunny's got 11. Natta's on 10. Kamikaze, Necrogrammar on 9. DMC and Mantis are on 8. Kasani on 7. Ardenfet's on 6. Puzzle down on 1. And Con is yet to score, but still plenty of rounds to go, so don't worry yourself unduly just yet. Of course, penny payout in this game if you are collecting pennies. That'll be in game controls, won't it? Probably. It is 5 times your score at the end, and I need to boost the author bonus to something like 500, I think, because this is a big right, this game. So yeah, 500 to a run for being our author for the evening, and yes. Oh, hello, Oni. Hello, my dude. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the game. Yeah, this is not on app. It's a Whisper one only. 2 Whisper only games tonight. But yes, they're due for an upgrade in the fullness of time. So those are the scores at the moment. Let's go on to round 2. It's the content filter, and once again, you're going to be shown 5 puzzles, and each puzzle has a category and 5 objects, events, or characters that feature in the answer. Points decrease every 10 seconds as the next clue is revealed. Incorrect attempts, once again, freeze you out for 8 seconds. Very similar to round 1, except the clues tend to be quite a bit shorter. Okay, so hopefully that'll make it, well, it might make it easier. It'll make it easier for me to read, he says, with confidence. Let's see how you get on. Fingers on keyboards as we go to puzzle number 1, and we are looking for a month. 1 in 12. For 5 points, Transgender Day of Remembrance. Got a whisper at Kamikaze. For 4, International Men's Day. We can see you haven't gone green yet, so Kamikaze, whisper it because you've eliminated 2 answers by writing it in public chat. For 3, US Election Day. It won't pick up your answer if you write it in public chat, and you also let everybody know what it is. For 2, St Andrew's Day. No worries, it happens. Just keep your eye on the right window. Come on, Connors, Guy Fawkes Night. What month is that? If you're still with us. They're all in November. Connor's just denying us a sea of green there. Yeah, Transgender Day of Remembrance is the 20th. International Men's Day the 19th. If we're going back, my brother's birthday is the 18th of November. The US election is the first Tuesday in November, or the second if the first Tuesday falls on the first. What? Or the second if the first Tuesday falls on the first of the month, I guess that is. St Andrew's Day is the 30th of November, and Guy Fawkes Night, of course, the 5th of November. Well done, most of us getting some points there. Let's go on to puzzle number 2, and much like with round number 1 for puzzle number 2, in round number 2 for puzzle number 2, we're after a country. For 5, Chur. Oh, Lupine. Sneaking in for 5 points, well played there. For 4, Lugano. Coming in for 4 here. For 3, Basel. Basil? Basel? Basel in the Middle East. I don't know. Maybe that is the answer. Just realised you don't know who the answer is. You might do now. For 2, Geneva. It's always satisfying only right the first time. Basel or both these. Okay. Bern for 1. is Switzerland. Yeah, I thought it was Basel, but I don't know why I thought Basel was in the Middle East, unless I'm mixing it up with Gaza, which is something very different. Yeah, they're all in Switzerland. Bern, of course, being the capital city, or the de facto capital city. It doesn't really... Is Switzerland the one that doesn't have a capital city? But everyone's saying here they're all cities in Switzerland. Basra. But no, I might be thinking of Mosul, possibly Mosul. Push to Basel, the German, Bâle, the French. Oh, okay. Fun fact that I learned this week. I really enjoyed this fact. It was on when people might have seen on Twitter that everyone who features on the reverse of a Bank of England banknote is either died at the age of 41 or has been played by Timothy Spall. But one of the comments that came off of that is to do with Switzerland, which is that 50% of Roger Federer, who is Swiss, 50% of Roger Federer's name is which is, I just think, a wonderful piece of information. Absolutely useless, but yeah, there we go. Switzerland was the answer. Let's clear the board. Move on to puzzle number 3, and we are looking for a first name. Yeah, I need a rim shot sound effect, don't I? First name, Name. Name for 5, improv comedian and rapper. For 4, best Big Brother presenter. Someone best Big Brother presenter. Podo first to crack it here for 4. For 3, self, English writer and broadcaster. This is where I would go. A few other people as well. Is that my dead pixel there? Yes, it is. For 2, feral, Blades of Glory actor. And for 1 point, Smith, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air star. We're after a first name here. Of course, Will or William or Willard, all accepted on that one. Yeah, Will Self, he's on Question Time quite a lot. And of course, Will Ferrell, the actor, and Will Smith, the disgraced Hollywood actor. Is he disgraced? Has he been cancelled? Has he been reinstated yet? I don't know. I know he climbed the Burj Khalifa fairly recently. I can't remember if that was before or after. Oh, is he on Celebrity Jeopardy at the moment? Ah.
Well, that's all right then.
Sorry, I've been looking for an excuse to use that on the soundboard all night. I've got all 3, actually, but I'll build up to them. It has to be something appropriate for me to say it to. Well done if you got Will. Let's clear the board and move on to puzzle number 4. We are looking for a missing word. Something jump, Mungo Jerry. And for 4, don't call me blank, Madison Avenue. All the Brits coming in on this one. And for 3, blank got back, Sir Mix-a-Lot. And for 2, be my blank, the Ronettes. And for a single point, Cola just sneaking in 2 there. Blank one more time, Britney Spears. It's Baby. They're all songs that feature the word baby. Yeah, Baby Jump by Mungo Jerry from 1971. Don't Call Me Baby, Madison Avenue, a UK #1 released in 1999. Is that the one that would Don't Call Me Baby? You got some nerve, baby, that'll never do. You know I don't belong to you. Well, I don't know why that is still in my head. However, 15 years, 25, bloody hell, 25 years later, it's quite a good song. I do quite like that one. Yes, good. Baby Got Back, no notes on that. Be My Baby by the Ronettes, notably featured Hal Blaine on drums. Incidentally, the previous question, Will Name, known by the stage name MC Hammersmith. Also, he looks a lot like Arun, I'm assuming that means, rather than me. He looks a lot like me, therefore, if anybody gets 5 points, they're my new best friend. Did anyone get 5 from the last question? If so, Arun will be in touch. Let's clear the board. Move on to the final puzzle of the round, and we're looking for an author. For 5, The Adventure of the Cardboard Box. Oh, well done, Mark. Coming in strong for 5. And Toot and Cola just in the nick of time, picking up 5 there. For 4, A Scandal in Bohemia. Welcome to the game, Silent Marine. For 3, The Valley of Fear. And for 2, The Hound of the Baskervilles. And for 1 point, The Memoirs of Sherlock Holmes. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Yes, accepted Arthur Conan Doyle, or indeed just Doyle for that one. Yeah, Scandal in Bohemia. That felt like maybe it's because I've just loved the TV show Sherlock, so I'm quite familiar with these titles. But yeah, I'd have got it on Clue 2 there, so I'd have been quite pleased with that. But yeah, an Adventure of the Cardboard Box with a short story, presumably a non-Sherlock Holmes one. Scandal in Bohemia was the first short story to feature Sherlock Holmes. The Valley of Fear was the final Sherlock Holmes novel. Hound of the Baskervilles was the Sherlock Holmes novel, and The Memoirs of Sherlock Holmes was the short story collection. Well done if you got some points there. Gave you, TV show, because they had, it was a Scandal in Belgravia, I think they changed it to, and had it set in London. And then, of course, they did The Hounds of Baskerville, which was the Series 2, Episode 2. The other one, Series 2, Episode 1, Scandal in Bohemia. Need to watch that again at some point. Although we just started rewatching Lost at the moment with Dylan for the first time, which is enormously exciting. But I'll tell you more about that later on. That is the end of Puzzle 5 and the end of round 2. Let's clear the board and check out scores. Let's sort my webcam out. It feels a bit high at the moment, mainly because I'm leaning on my wrist rest. Toot with the lead of 40. Innes right behind on 39. Shapes right behind that on 38. Those are top 3. Nando's still strong on 36. Samster on 34. Lupine 33. Apodo and Topper on 31. Mark and Zeus on 30. Very close scores. Optimat and Prue's got 29. Fluffy Bunny's on 28. AB Me, Clive, Colo and Jogging all on 27. Mantissa's got 24. Natter and Silver Electron and Tadira on 23. Kamikaze, DMC and Dragon and Naked Grandma on 20. Arden Fetz, Kusani only on 15. Puzzle down on 12. Connors and Silent Marine yet to score, but we've still got 3 more rounds. So don't worry, there's lots of time yet. Oh, dear me. So, hope everyone is doing well, having fun so far. It's a lovely pack from Arun, I have to say. I'm enjoying it very much. And we should continue with it immediately. Let's go to round 3. It's any other name. You're going to be shown 5 puzzles, and each puzzle has 5 different descriptions of the same word. Points decrease every 10 seconds as the next clue is revealed, and once again, incorrect attempts will freeze you out for 8 seconds. No categories in this round because, of course, that it could span any number of categories by dint of the fact that we're describing the same word. So, but the definitions will hopefully make it clearer as the clues go on, but the earlier you answer, the more points you get. Simple as that. Best luck to you all. Let's start the first puzzle. For 5. Geometry theorem, also known as the SAS inequality theorem. I'd been bloody impressed if anyone had got that for 5. For 4, classical musician portrayed by drag performer George Logan. Clive solving for 4. For 3, human joint such as elbow or knee. Vertex Shell, welcome to the stream. And to the quiz. For 2 points, dating app designed to be deleted. I don't know what that means. I'm sure someone will tell me in a minute. And for 1, mechanism that allows a door to open. They are all definitions of Hinge. Hinge, what we wanted. I'm assuming that dating app designed to be deleted is that it's a dating app and then you want to get it, meet someone quickly and then you can delete. Shapes beat me to the punch. You meet a long-term partner and no longer need the app. Right, I'm with you. Geometry theorem. I must confess I've never come across that. The classical musician portrayed by drag performer George Logan is of Hinge and Bracket fame. There's another one I've not heard of, actually, to my eternal shame. You get hinge joints at the elbow or the knee. They only go that far, as opposed to a ball and socket joint, which you get in the shoulder. Oh, nice. And dating app we've just gone through, and of course a mechanism designed to open a door. Can you see one from here? If I move the camera that way. There's a hinge at the top of the door, that there. Sort of an old sort of ye olde gate latch posh hinge. Anyway, good. Well done if you got that. Let's move on. Solve for 3, stay mad.
Well, that's all right then.
There we go. That's 2. Yeah, see if you get to the third one before the end of the quiz. On we go. Puzzle number 2. For 5, to partially cook. Another definition for you for 4. Blank versus Board of Education, 1950s US Supreme Court case. For 3, Ivy League University in Rhode Island. Good time to piece the clues together. Couple more to go. For 2 points, became UK Prime Minister in 2007. And for a single point, colour made by mixing red, blue and yellow paint. That would be brown. It'd be interesting if you had Gordon Lavender or something. But no, Gordon Brown was the UK Prime Minister in 2007. Brown University, Brown versus the Board of Education. To partially cook something, you brown it, like brown chicken if you're doing a stir fry or a casserole or something. Gordon Parboil. Yeah, I like that a lot. Lovely, 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 lovely. Well done if you got that. Let's clear the board. On we go. Puzzle number 3. Here it comes. Gordon Fry. That could work. For 5 points, meteorite crater in Libya. For 4 points, fashion brand formerly owned by Mosaic Fashions. I'm drawing a blank at the moment. First one not been sold for 4. For 3, non-carbonated drink manufactured by the Coca-Cola Company in the UK. There's our first solve, and it's only for 3, followed by Zeus Lupine Shapes, Krugs, a couple of others. For 2 points, a fertile area of a desert. Oh, is this a... I haven't looked at the answer for this one. For 1, Britpop... Oh, yeah. Britpop band who released Wonderwall and Don't Look Back in Anger. Just looked at the note here. It's an Oasis, and everyone has put a 4 out of 10 band, Don't At Me. I have to say, I'm inclined to add Oasis to the same room 102 that the Beatles are in as being slightly overrated. I mean, they're fine. They've got, much like the Beatles, they're kind of fine. They've got a couple of really good tracks. And say Don't Look Back in Anger is a particularly good one. I thought Wonderwall is one of the most overrated songs of all time. Maybe it's just been overplayed, I don't know. But yeah, I think Oasis are a little bit overrated. Cover band of every 60s, but they sort of reinvented pop for the sort of slightly more angsty 90s generation, didn't they? But good moments and turgid half hours. Was that someone who described Mahler as wonderful moments and terrible half hours? That's a good quote. Pause to that. I'm going to move on rapidly before I start a riot. I'm also going to raise my desk ever so slightly, just so I can squeeze. It's on the... This is the end of the day setting because it's just high enough for the arms of the chair to get underneath the desk. So I'm just going to pull myself in because I keep sitting really badly. I like going lotus position on the chair, which isn't good. So if I do this, then all will be well. We're going to move on. We're going to move on to puzzle number 4. Here it comes. The desk be raised, yeah. I might go standing in a bit, we'll see. For 5 points, UK parliamentary constituency held by Sir Bill Cash since 1997. I don't know why, I thought it had it longer than that. For 4, oh, well done, Oni. Good man. Blank fish, the most venomous known fish. So electrons in for 4. And for 3, the Blank Roses Manchester rock band. Getting a few solves here now. And for 2, imperial unit of weight equal to 14 pounds. And for a single point, a small piece of rock, generally larger than a pebble. That would be stone. So yeah, Sir Bill Cash has held stone since 1997. I thought he was... No, he's not. Sir Peter Bottomley's father of the house, isn't he? MP for Worthing West? West Worthing? Bill Cash has been there for a long time. He is about 1,000 years old as well. He was one of the handful who voted against the government and the recent Rwanda bill because it wasn't extreme enough. Nice guy. Although I know James O'Brien talks about him, because James O'Brien's quite sort of liberally, sort of centre-left liberally kind. He speaks about him very highly because he's like fathers of one of his best mates or something. He says he's a really nice guy. But yeah, his politics are a bit... Yeah, and Stone Roses, the stonefish, that's the one you don't want to stand on a stonefish. It was a plotline of a film that I saw when I was very young and haven't seen since, stepping on a stonefish. £14 in a stone, of course, or 14 stones in a royal flush. I weighed myself over Christmas. I was a 14 stone. I was like, oh, that's not good. I need to get some of that off. And a small piece of rock generally larger than a pebble. You'd call that a stone. Bodo, hello. Welcome to the stream. I know you've been here a while, but first time chatting. Hope you're well. What have you said? What's that? What if that's the stonefish's kink? That's someone stepping on it. 11 and a half. So 11 and a half. That's good. That's a good way. There's only you're only a... There's not as much of you. You're slightly more vertically challenged, aren't you? No step on stonefish. Yes, no, don't do that. We've got one more puzzle in this round. Sorry, I don't mean to call you vertically challenged, Tony. What are you, 5'9", 5'8"? 8 stone at age 18. Blimey, that's quite light. Actually, I don't know. Maybe I've forgotten. I like the expression, but I'm sorry. I take that back.
Shame.
I'm covered in shame. Christ, 5'7". It really is, because obviously only when you meet people over the internet and you chat with them, you don't actually you're one of those. You don't actually, and then you meet people and say, oh, you're taller or shorter than I imagined. Anyway, let's go on. Final puzzle of the round. Take a look. For 5 points, 1763 treated the end of the 7 Years' War. That's awesome. For 4 points, son of King Priam and Queen Hecuba in Greek mythology. For 3 points, blank agreement, international climate change treaty adopted in 2015. Pyro, welcome on in, my dude. Welcome to the game. It is what I thought it was. For 2 points, first name of American socialite who published Confessions of an Heiress. What the heck, Huber? Nice. And for a single point, the capital city of France. That's my go-to test question whenever I write anything. That is generally my first go-to test question. It's nice to see it actually come up. It's Paris. Missed opportunity to get some Shakespeare in there. Paris from Romeo and Juliet. But yes, Paris. What is capital city of France? I don't know why. It's not the UK. I always go for France and Paris whenever I need a quick dummy test pack for anything that is being worked on. But yes, Paris Hilton was the socialite there, of course. And the Paris Agreement, that was the one that Trump took the US out of a few years back. Well done, that's the end of Puzzle 5. It's the end of Round 3. Let's clear the board and check out the scores. Did I watch Toots Jeopardy episode? No, I didn't, unfortunately. I was at work when it aired. Was I at work when it aired? I certainly didn't watch. I could have watched it on ITVX. No, I haven't got around to it. I probably will, but he sort of spoiled the result. Well, he didn't spoil the result for me, but I know how it ends. Put it that way. Yeah, I know. Capture 2. Let's get around to ITVX, which is yeah. But no, I haven't watched it yet. I will watch it. I have been faithfully watching Only Connect because I don't know how Only Connect ends. Genuinely, still to this day, do not know how Monday's Only Connect is going to pan out. Our friends Samster, Jack Wilfred, and Quizzle are featuring in the Only. For anyone who doesn't know, are featuring in the Only Connect final, Series 19 final on Monday evening. It's definitely going to be worth watching. What's the third place playoff last week? That was a very exciting game. But who is it? The Also Rans you're playing in the final, Sam? I didn't spoil anything. I haven't spoiled that, have I? Have I spoiled something? Yes, Also Rans. Cool. Toot, welcome to the stream. Made the buzzers. I made the buzzers. I rigged them against you. No, I didn't rig the buzzers against him. I did do the code to control the buzzers though, so that's quite fun. You've had so much practice with my code too. I'd have thought you'd have aced it. Such a proud parent right now. No, I haven't. I never really. I watched University Challenge a bit when I was a bit younger. I find it quite hard work now. I'm not going to lie. It's a bit like Lost in Doctor Who. Here's the thing, Zeus. I haven't actually ever seen the traitors, but it keeps coming up on Twitter. Everyone is talking about it, and I know everyone in the server seems to watch it. And we didn't watch Series 1 either, and it is something very, very high on the list to watch. So, I will be getting around to it, but haven't done yet. Date a bit of a chat leak. So, sorry, Priggs. We're I've actually found it quite nice having just a bit of a chat today. It's really nice because there was no warm up. So, and it's sort of good to sort of break the pace up just a little bit. DMC and Colo, welcome to the stream. Not everyone. Okay, well, I'll get around to it at some point. I have heard very, very good things. Trade Season 3. I'm not sure I'd be allowed on account of what I do, but very bingeable. Well, so we've got Lost on the go at the moment with Dylan, and we'll see how we go from there. That is the end of round 3. It's very close. Toots in the lead with 56. Innes has 55. Nando and Shapes tied up in third with 52. We've got Lupine up on 48 now. Samson on 47. Mark and Zeus on 45. Clive and Topper have got 44. Apodo on 43. Colo and Prugs on 42. Optimats is 41. Jogging's got 40. Fluffy Bunny's on 39. AB Me 38. Tadaru 35. Silver Electron 34. DMC and Natter on 32. Mantissa's got 31. Dragon and Oni on 30. Naked Grandma on 29. Ardenvet's on 28. Samey 27. Kamikaze 26. Puzzle Dan 23. Silent Marine on 9. Vertex Shell on 3. Connors and Pyro yet to score. Still a couple of rounds though. We could get some points as we move on to round number 4. Sorry, I was trying to read the chat and read the instructions at the same time, and I just went, let's not do that. Let's just read the instructions. Round 4 is the clue chain. You're going to be shown 5 puzzles, and each puzzle has a category, and 5 clues with letters gradually being added to each, a bit like Wheel of Fortune or Hangman. Points decrease every 10 seconds as the next clue is revealed. In this round, your spelling must be exact. No spell checker on this round. Must be a 100% match. Capitalisation notwithstanding. Incorrect attempts once again freeze you out for 8 seconds. So you can still press and guess, but your spelling's got to be exact on this round. Just looking through, there are some very, very fun-looking puzzles in here. So let's see how you get on with them. As we go to puzzle number 1, which is 2 British sitcoms, 10, 3 and 6. For 5. For 4. Not a cat, welcome to the stream. Oh, there's our first solve, and it's Samson. Well played. Game's still open, not cat. You can come join in if you like. For 3. Imagine a few people have got the first. Can you crack the second? Mark can. And a few more coming in now for 2. It's one of those. And for 1. There it is. Blackadder and Ghosts is what we were after there. That's 2-point clue. Did look an awful lot like Blackadder and Goose. Not going to lie. Anyway, well done if you got that. Was there a 5 there? No, Samps was first to solve for 4. But most of us going green. Let's clear that board. And move right along to puzzle number 2, where we're looking for 2 Russian novels. 73436 for 5. It's giving it a go, not quite getting there, for 4. There's some souls coming in for 4. Nando, Mark and Clive, well done for 3. A few more coming in now for 2. And for a single point. You unpick it. Fathers and Sons and Lolita was the answer there by Ivan Turgenev and Vladimir Nabokov, respectively. Oh, Proust Typer in bad luck on that one.
What a shame.
What a shame, indeed. Fathers and Sons and Lolita. Nice little use of the word "and" in that. I like that. And in the first novel, and then "and" to connect the 2 novels. Very nice. Let's clear that board, and on we go. I do like this one a lot. For puzzle number 3, we are looking for 2 towers, 6, 3 and 5. It'd be good if they were Orthanc and Barad-dûr, but doesn't look like it from those clues. For 5. Hashtag Lord of the Rings reference. For any other high fantasy nerds amongst us for 4. It nearly looks like Frodo, doesn't it? But he wasn't one of the towers. For 3. Nando's getting there for 3. Tying up with 2 to the top now. 2 can solve, or 2 can't solve rather, for 2 points. Innes now taking the lead for 62. And 2's taken about for 63. But look at this, top 4. 63, 62, 61, and 60. A single point available now. That's the German one. London und Babel. London and Babel is what we're after. 2 very different towers. Tower of London and the Tower of Babel. One real, one fictional. Was the Tower of Babel fictional? I want to say it was fictional. It's from the Bible, so probably fictional. Yeah, I would have just loved him to go Orthanc and Barad-dûr, but I appreciate that is possibly slightly niche. All to play for. 2 more puzzles in this round. Puzzle number 4, and we are looking for 2 states. 5, 8, 3, 10 is the Tower of Babel dead. For the Tower of Basel, Switzerland, and have a smoke break. Nice. For 5 points. For 4. For 3. Oh, the RNG's being a bit mean with you. That last word. Is it going to help you out here for 2? A little bit. It's not a great deal of extra letters in there. Innes, the first to solve at 2, and for a single point. This is tough. Tough, tough, tough. Oh, only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people getting that. North Carolina and Queensland. We didn't say 2 American states. We just said 2 states. You got 1 from the USA and 1 from Australia there. North Carolina, and of course that Queensland one was not forthcoming with the letters. RNG being a little bit mean with you there. But well done to the 8 people who solved that. But the maximum going at 2. In fact, 7 out of 8 only getting 1. But tricky little puzzle, and sometimes in this game it is the RNG where the letters go. It's not they're not predetermined by the author. It is randomly determined by the build. So well done if you did manage to get those. Let's clear the board, and we'll have 1 more puzzle in the clue chain. For 5 points, we're looking for 2 tribes. 74294. I was expecting someone to come in for a 5. Well done, Loop 5 for 4. Mark's right behind. Silent Marine, Richard Osborne. And for 3. Toot's got there as well for 4. And... oh, not quite. And for 2. This is like a random jumble of letters down there, doesn't it? And for 1. You bet. Richard Osborne beat to the punch. Ooh, Innes missing out on this one, and there's a little bit of a change at the top. And a little bit of a swerve from a run there. 2 tries. Frank, after having had literally 2 of each thing. Now a slightly different one. Frankie goes to Hollywood Song. Tanked hard that round, Topper. What a shame. I should probably press the button.
What a shame.
Sounds insincere otherwise. Yeah, Frankie goes to Hollywood Song. 2 tribes go to war. I'm the thunder you can score. I don't know the words, but it's something like that. Well played if you got some points there. That's the end of puzzle 5 and the end of round 4. So let's clear the board and check out the scores. After Innes didn't manage to solve that last puzzle, he's given the lead back to Toot, who's now got a 3-point advantage going into the final round. 67 to Toot. Innes on 64 in second, and Lupine in third with 63. Nando and Shapes right behind, though, on 62. And Mark just behind that on 60. And Samson just behind that on 58. Then we've got Clive on 53, Zeus 52, Apodo, and Jogging on 50. Colo and Prugs on 48, Fluffy Bunny, Optimatus Topper all got 46. Tadari's got 43, AB Me's on 42, Natta's on 39, Silver Electron 38, Only 37, Mantissa 36, and then a collection of people on 34, Ardenfet's DMC, Dragon and Nekigramma. Kusani's got 29, Kamikaze on 28, Puzzle Down 26, Silent Marine 12, Vertex Shell 7, Pyropygmy 3, and Connors I think may have been AFK, possibly for this game. But that is the end of round 4. There is one more round, though, and there's still theoretically 25 points up for grabs, which means anybody with 42 or higher could technically at least tie for the top. So AB me, upwards, could in theory still win. In theory. At this point, there is, after the first question, those odds change, but, or after the first clue, those odds change potentially. So let's take a look at round number 5. It's all a blur. You're going to be shown 5 pictures this time. Each picture's got a category. The picture will gradually come into sharper focus. Oh, excuse me. Points decrease every 10 seconds and incorrect attempts will once again freeze you out for 8 seconds. At the 2-point mark, you will get a cryptic clue, which, by the looks of it, also may contain an anagram of the answer if you look carefully at the delineated capital letters. It might be in all caps on the broadcast screen, actually, I'm not sure, but it should be normal in Twitch chat, definitely. Yeah, it may or may not be in all caps, we'll find out. But if it's not all in caps, there may be a little anagram to help you out if you can't get there with just the picture alone. Best of luck to you all. It's all a blur, and for this first picture, we're looking for an animal. For 5. I cut Persephone's Twitch spot has said cat animal. It's not a cat. Well, I don't know, it might be. It's not a cat. For 4. And for 3. And for 2, whoever discovered this animal deserves a clap. A better camelid cannot be found. Very clever. And no, we're not all capitalised in the on the broadcast, which is good. Single point available now. Pick the wrong one of the 2. Would you go for the llama? Because it is an alpaca. An alpaca. Whoever discovered this animal deserves a clap. A better camelid cannot be found. So fluffy. This alpaca's the one you get really nice wool. I think we got my mum some alpaca because she likes knitting and stuff. So we got her some alpaca wool. But yeah, it's very, very soft. Look at him staring at me. It's like boring into my soul. He is. I was like, yes. What are you doing here? Someone's put a boom mic next to him. What's the boom mic in Ada? Just to the left of the alpaca. It's like, have you got anything to say on the recent scandal? He says, I just want to say it's a complete nonsense. I have no such knowledge of it, and I deny these accusations vehemently, and I wish to be left in peace at this time to rebuild my family. Or something. I don't know. It does look like he's being papped slightly. Alarm or alarm? Hey, very good. Alarm or alarm. Alpaca ASMR. This what's going on. Yeah, he's doing an ASMR. He's like, what the fuck are you doing in my field? Get out. Oh, he wants another election. He does. He's like, come on, Rishi, we do want an election. Honestly, I just say cracking jokes about the alpaca for the rest of the stream, but I'm not going to do that. We're going to clear the board. Hours of fun. Right, fingers on keyboards, everyone. Here comes puzzle number 2. It's a fruit. Pack of bags of leaf. For 5 points. Oh, well done, Samster. First to get there for 5. We're in joint second at the moment for 4 now. If anyone else above you gets there first. Or gets there quickly. For 3, Mark and Samster tied in second with Innes at the moment. Everyone above them has still not yet got there. And for 2, I brought a pack of 8 of these citrus fruits the other day, and the pack contained 9. Great! That's very clever. Okay, players above have added some points on, but we've got a 5-way tie at the moment in 3rd place. Single point available now. That's a tangerine, is what that is. A tangerine, a little one of those mini oranges. Not dissimilar from a satsuma, I believe. We're in you cunning man. Hops and Matt, welcome to the chat. Yeah, Tangerine, my God, look at this. 2 on 71, Innes on 70, and then Nando, Mark, Samster, Lupine, and Shapes all on 68. It's anyone's game for the top spot, as we just saw. Samster coming. Was it Samster who came into the tied players on 68? That could be there could be some scrummage, and it's not a done deal at the top yet either. But there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 of you. scrapping it out for 3 medals. And we will, of course, give tied medals out as well. 3 more puzzles. We're going on to puzzle number 3, and we are looking for... We can just... We're looking for a landmark. For 5. Even on my small monitor, that just looks like a big blurry mess. I don't know if you got it from that. For 4, I know what the answer is, and I can only just now start to see it come into focus on my little monitor. No one there yet. For 3. Topper is the first to solve for 3, the only one at the moment ahead of the clue. Samsa also getting there just in time. For 2 now, with the clue. Considering joining the queue to see the ceiling of this building, don't show any hesitance. Slip up and you'll be waiting there for hours. And for 1. That is the Pope's Chapel, the Sistine Chapel. I've been there. It's like making it think like there's photographs of that. It's actually, if you've not been there, it's slightly underwhelming. Because you go around all the Vatican Museum first, which takes ages. There's like paintings of Nicolas Cage and stuff. I'll find it for you in a bit. There's one genuinely looks like Nicolas Cage. And then you get to the Sistine Chapel, and you're rammed in like sardines. It's standing room only, and you're not allowed to take photographs. So you try and get one, and there's guys that are going, "No pictures," because it's in the Vatican, obviously. So yeah, but I did. I took one on my phone, like the phone down here. Did a selfie of me on the ceiling with the creation of Adam, which is it's actually really really small. When you normally see it in the wide shot, it looks really big, but tiny little part of the ceiling. But yeah, it was overwhelming because there were so many. Apparently, if you want to go there empty and have like private prayer in there, you've got to get up at like 4 in the morning and pay a fortune, because the Catholic Church has never been anything other than a money-making machine, I suppose, has it? It is. Yeah, it's quite diddy. I've been to quite a few chapels at Cambridge University. We did a tour there with the choir that I led, and it was some of those are just magnificent. So if you go to was it Trinity College, Cambridge, it's just spectacular, and it's like 8 times the size of the Sistine Chapel. But anyway, prattling on, Samsa's slowly closing down that gap between him and Toot, and he's now got clean second, and we've got 5 players still with 70 points. Samsa, though, in second with 71, and Toot 2 points ahead on 73, with just 10 points potentially left to get, and 2 puzzles in which they could be found. Puzzle number 4, we're looking for a broadcaster. For 5. Nando's first of the top lot to get in for 5. 4 available now. Samsa's there as well, tying with Nando on 75. For 3. 2 just sneaking in 4 there, likewise Innes. Handshakes, Lupine coming in now for 3. And for 2, I saw this football pundit on an ice rink, eagerly awaiting his dancing on ice booking. Very good. And for 1 point. That is, of course, Gary Lineker, Woke Master General, as some people would perhaps call him. And I do appreciate the pun, waiting for his dancing on ice booking, not missing the irony that, of course, Gary Lineker was never booked during his professional career, either for England or for Spurs. Did he play for Spurs? Someone who knows more about football will tell me in a minute. Very well done. If you got that, let's clear the board. So it all comes down to this. Oh, it's Leicester, wasn't he? Oh, Spurs and others. Oh, was Leicester the main one? Why did I think Spurs? Who played for Spurs? Who's that England man? The current England man, the captain. What's his name? Who plays for Spurs? Who was it? Harry Kane, that's what I'm thinking of. The name I couldn't get. Yeah, I thought he played at Spurs, but yeah, Leicester was the big one, of course, for Lineker, and England, obviously. So, 5 points available. It's open to Mark upwards. If Mark gets 5 and Toot doesn't get it, he can technically tie at the top. But Toot's got the lead, 77. Nando and Samsa just 2 points behind, 75. Innes and Shapes just 1 point behind that on 74. Lupine 1 behind, 73. Mark 1 behind, 72. It is going to come down to these 7 players up in the top flight. Who's going to get what? Let's find out with our final puzzle, which is an artwork. Here comes the Chris Bandits, could be. Samson's got 5, Innes has got 5, as has 2, and Nando, and has everyone in the top flight, picking up the 5 points there. Very well done. So we're going to have a tied silver and a tied bronze at the end of it. And for everyone else, this is available for 3 now. And for 2. The pitchfork-wielding man in this Grant woodwork looks like he's had a major character arc. Enigmatic? Oh, yes. You've jumped through some hoops to get that to work, Aaron, I will say. Oh, then if you got the name of American Gothic, that famous painting by Grant Wood. Very different from his early work. If the is it the Culture Critic posts about things on the Twitters? Yeah, I don't know why it's so poignant and impressive. It's because they look so depressed, or is it I don't know if it's supposed to be a reflection of what's the group of people who dress in black, religious thing. I can't remember now, but yeah, it is an art classic. It's a great piece. What's it called? What are they called? I can't remember. No, that wasn't the word I was thinking of. It wasn't Amish. It was something else. It'll come to me in the middle of the night. Puritans is the word I was after. Thank you. That's that sort of puritanical look. I was really struggling to find the words now. I think Puritan was the word I had in my head. Anyway, that's the end of Puzzle 5. It's the end of Round 5 and the end of the quiz. So let's clear the board and check out the scores. Well, you've all done jolly well, and whatever your points are, times it by 5, that's what you'll get in pennies. But Lupine going out on the bubble, missing out by 1 point there on 78, but a great performance. Bronze medals going to Innes and Shapes on 79, just 1 point behind Samster and Nando, picking up 80 points each, and 400 pennies and a silver medal. But our champion with 82, just clearing the pack by 2 points, and a gold medal goes to Now Cut That Out. A really good game, a lot of changing scores, a lot of high scores, which is always good to see, and some fabulous questions, has to be said, from Arun there. So thank you very much for your efforts on that, Arun, as well as to... Where's Discord? I just realised I don't have Discord open. I should do. Where's it going to pop it up? Hang on. Go to that screen just a minute so I can put my... I just realised I've gone through the whole stream and Discord's been in the wrong place on my setup. There we go, now I can see it. I'll bring it back. And Innes, welcome to the chat. First time chatting there, I know you've been there. But yeah, really, really lovely pack from Arun right there. And very many thanks to Lewis as well, who's proofed that for us. Great stuff. I know Daily League's normally a bit of a faster game, but I've really enjoyed that we've stopped to have a bit of a chat through, and I hope you didn't mind the brief interludes. It's been quite nice chatting with you all, and it's been a nice leisurely paced game. However, that is not going to follow on the next one, because we've got Cryptex coming up. If you've not fried your brains on Data League, we normally start with Cryptex, because when we first started playing it, it was said this game needs to be at the start because it requires a lot of mental fortitude. So a little bit of warming up with Data League. We've got Cryptex coming up, which is going to test your brains for about 40 minutes or so on your best crossword knowledge, and then Risky Business as a bit of fun to finish off the night, which I'm inclined to join in with you on. Might do. We'll see how we feel when we get there. But yes, Cryptex coming up as written by Lupine. Written by Lupine and proofed by Colo. And assured by Colo, it's a fine pack with lots to look forward to. So I do hope you'll stick around. I'm going to play a couple of adverts, so if you're not subbed, you'll see 3 minutes of ads. But we won't start the next game without you, so don't worry. Next game is also done through Whispers as well, so you don't need to load up the app or Hackbox. So go stretch your legs, grab yourself a drink if you need to get one, take any medication if you need to. And we'll be back with the next game in about 5 minutes. Thank you again to Arun for a wonderful pack. And congratulations to our gold medalists. Now Cut That Out. And you've been playing Data League. We'll see you for Cryptex in a few minutes' time. And only if you were alarmed at seeing your name in the credits and thinking, I don't know, I was writing Data Leak this season. It occurred to me I didn't update them at all last season. You did write one last season, and I need to have 4, otherwise I've got to redo the animation because this is an old program where I didn't program things properly. Anyway, I'll pop onto the BRB screen and let's pop some music on rather than me just chatting aimlessly into the void. Let's stop that bill there. Pennies should have been added on, and if you want some extra leaky pennies, I'm going to set it to the meme for meme quality. Leaky 269. Type it into the chat now for some bonus pennies. Thanks again to a run for that pack of Data Leak. When we return after the advert, we will be playing Cryptex as written by Lupine. I do hope that you'll join me for that. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back.
Yippee-yay, there'll be no wedding bells for today. 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 I go riding merrily along. Jingle jangle. And they sing, oh, ain't you glad you're single? Jingle jangle. And that song ain't so very far from wrong. Jingle jangle.
back to the second part of this evening's game night, where it is time for Cryptex. I've decided to stand for this one. Feels like a standing sort of game tonight, also because I want to retie my shoelace. So, this pack has been written by Lupine. I have realised I haven't opened the lobby yet. I'll do that in just a second. In fact, I'll do that immediately. It's Cryptex. Come play. Oh, shit. Focus on the right window. And let me open the lobby and then I'll tie my shoe. Whispers for this one. Yeah, despite all the prettiness of this asset, which I remember when I bought it, cost me an arm and a leg. It's about 170 quid. I didn't buy it for Cryptex, but I think this is the only thing it actually gets any use in these days. Oh, hello. Rick Grimes, thank you very much for that follow. And Jers and Pyropygmy, welcome to the stream as well. Great to see you. Yeah, and this is another one that desperately needs a remake. I think, might be wrong, but I think this is now my oldest game still in its original format. I may be wrong. Just hide those columns. You can see everything. Haven't got much in the way of extra trivia, which is good, because this is a type game. Type without having stuff to think about. Welcome, Rick Grimes. Hope you're keeping well. Lovely to have you here. Hope you're into crosswords. And this is Cryptex, so you're advised to get a pen and paper. Obviously no Googling in this game. It does defeat the point of it. But you'll need a pen and paper, and you'll also need to whisper to Persephone's Twitch bot. Whisper your answers. Please don't write the answers into public chat. They'll be deleted by a moderator, and they won't be picked up by the game, more importantly. So, but welcome on in. Great to have you with us. Is this my oldest still in its first form that is still on the roster? I think it probably is. Anyway, it's been written by Lupine and proofed by Colo. I have now got the question data open on my right-hand side, so I won't join in on this. Also, I've hosted and played along with Cryptex in the past, and it didn't work out well. It's a tough game at the best of times, and I'm not brilliant at crosswords, so... I still think it's a game that somewhat divides opinion. I think some people really like it and some people aren't so keen on it, but each to their own, as the saying goes. Some squash that is matching my shirt and my socks. Same as with crosswords, yes indeed. Oh, I'm so over dry January. So I stuck out. I went to the pub for say a friend's birthday tonight and beer Moretti Zero, which I maintain tastes like vomit, but I paid £4.40 for a pint of lemonade. I couldn't believe it. It was £12.80 for 3 drinks, and he said the lemonade, Megs and Dylan had a pint of lemonade each. £4.40 for a pint of lemonade. I think, shit me, you get a litre of it for a pound. And it's like, how much markup is there on these stuff? It's just unbelievable. And then, yeah, £4.40 for the non-alcoholic beer as well. What, beer Moretti? I quite like beer Moretti when it's full fat beer Moretti. I don't mind that. 24 reviewing so far. Room for a few more. Has got any time entry. Oh, pub lemonade. Oh, I see. Yeah. You'd rather have a Schweppes. Is it Schweppes? This is the nice lemonade that they do in the supermarket. So yes, this game. The thing is, I want to do a remake of this game, but I need to think really, really carefully about how I go about it. Whites. I've never really been a huge fan of fizzy drinks. I didn't drink fizzy drinks at all until I started drinking beer when I was like 16. And I'll have a Southern Comfort and lemonade or amaretto and Coke occasionally. Message from our sponsor, G. Eisens.
Ship and Schwepped.
Ship and Schwepped. Yes, Schweppes, indeed. Thank you for the 37 months there, G. Eisens. Most grateful to you. Hope you're keeping well, my dude, and welcome to the stream. But yeah, it's... yeah, I've never been a great lover of fizzy drinks, but there we go. Right, we've got 24 players in. There is room for more, and you can join at any time, but this is one of those auto-running games, so once it starts, it will not be able to be stopped short of the game crashing, which we hope it doesn't, because this one doesn't have any recovery. I've jinxed it now. Just thinking risky business. It's gone down to get the packaging. Excellent, good stuff. Good to hear. Welcome on in, my dude. I need to think, because I think there's still some stuff on the Risky Business Trello board that I still haven't acted because they're sort of slightly minor. I think it's to do with the columns rearranging, which aren't quite right, but gameplay-wise, it's all as was. Anyway, if you're all ready, this is a pack of Cryptex by Lupine. All of the warnings in the console. Please remove the canvas renderer component from the player name game object. Please remove the canvas renderer component from the score game object for every single player in the game, because I upgraded the Unity version and that became a thing that was no longer necessary. But fortunately it's a warning and not a crash. Round 1 is decryption. Every 20 seconds you'll be presented with an index number and an 8-letter clue. 8 clues in total. These clues will help you crack the Cryptex at the end of the round. The clue and the Cryptex share the same letter in the index position. So for example, you might be given hopping Australian marsupial and a 6. The answer of course is kangaroo. Kangaroo on its own is worth 5 points. You also need to take the 6th letter of kangaroo, which is the R, and put it into the 6th slot of your Cryptex. Over the course of the 8 clues you will build up to an 8-letter word, and hopefully that will help you solve the Cryptex at the end. After all 8 clues have been revealed, there'll be a 10-second break. At any time before that break, you may submit answers to any of the clues that have been revealed, even if they're no longer on the screen. So if you suddenly have a brainwave when clue 4 is up, you suddenly realise, oh, clue 2 was X, then you can go back and type it in then. Each correct answer is worth 5 points if submitted before the break. Any incorrect answers or repeats will cost you 1 point, so there is a little bit of jeopardy in this game as well. So make sure you don't repeat anything, and make sure you don't get any wrong answers if you want to keep your scores. After the break, you need to crack the Cryptex using the letters you've got. You do not have to have solved all 8 clues. You might be able to work it together from just 5 or 6. The Cryptex will be a real word, but there will be no other clues, so you've got to try and piece it together based on the information that you have. So the more clues you solve, the more points, the more chance you have of cracking the Cryptex. But you only get 1 attempt to crack the Cryptex. It's worth 20 points, but costs you 10 if you are wrong. Whisper to the bot throughout this game, nothing into the public chat please, and because it's a self-running game, I will keep an eye on the chat, but people generally tend not to chat too much in this game, and I've got to concentrate on reading the questions as well, so there may not be much interaction beyond the quiz, which I suppose is what most of you all are here for. I would encourage you to use pen and paper to note down the slots for the Cryptex notes, such as they are, or Notepad++ or something, but please no Googling, of course, no looking up the answers while the quiz is live. Good luck to you all. Once I press the button again, the computer takes over and I just do some reading. Good luck. Let's play. And starting with a thick fruit drink, usually thickened with bananas. Worth 5 points. It's 8 letters long, as are all the clues in these first couple of rounds. And you want the 2nd letter. Pop that into the 2nd slot of your Cryptex. So if you have a think about that one, if you haven't got it yet, you can still solve that anytime before that red bar runs out on the right hand side. 2nd clue, incredibly efficient or incredibly clean. It's the last letter. A few wrongs coming up. I'm not sure if anyone's got that. I beg your pardon, Nando did get that one. On to the next one. Kal-El, the last son of Krypton. Got the 7th letter. Thought a few might get that one. Have a think about that 8th one. If you are thinking about it, so incredibly efficient or incredibly clean. Still worth 5 points for now. A Chevrolet sports car is next. Got the 6th letter. Moving on, chemical element, symbol CR, atomic number 24. 4th letter. Over the halfway point now. First letter of your Cryptex is the first letter of this clue, a number of countless proportions. A number of countless proportions. The lowest class of accommodation on a boat. 8 letters, you want the 5th. Excuse me. A witch's companion, the third letter. This is the final clue, so any other clues you want to solve, now is the opportunity to do it. Do it before this question expires. It's not when the red bar runs out, it's after this clue. So anything you want to solve, you must solve now. And there you have it. You have 10 seconds to check your answers. No answers will be accepted during this time. Doesn't look like anybody's got 8 for 8, but you might be able to still solve it with what you have got. 20 seconds to do so now if you would like to, but minus 10 if you're wrong. I don't know if you got that. It was Immortal. Smoothie is the thick fruit drink from where we got the M. Incredibly efficient or incredibly clean, that's clinical from where we got the L. Not many getting that one. Kal-El, the last son of Krypton, was of course Superman from where we got the A. A Chevrolet sports car is a Corvette from where we got the T. Chromium was the chemical element with symbol CR from where we got the O. A number of countless proportions would be infinity from where we got the I. The lowest class of accommodation on a boat is steerage from where we got the R. A witch's companion is a familiar from where we got the M. That's the end of puzzle 1. Nobody getting a perfect board there, but Mark finishing on 53. Riff's got 50. Oni and Innes also on 50. Clive on 49. Fetz on and Toot on 48. Sam and Pyro on 45. Kasani and Nando on 44. And Apodo on 43. That is the top row and the end of puzzle 1. Don't rest on your laurels because we're going straight into puzzle 2. And Riff, welcome to the stream. Starting with Central UK City with the statue of Lady Godiva. Remember, all 8 letters and you want the 4th. Now I won't actually play, but I haven't looked at the Cryptex solution, so I'm going to see if I can at least solve the Cryptex on this one. What was that last one? That was number 4, wasn't it? Right. Baked goods sold by Krispy Kreme. You want the 3rd letter. Control plus Z, for example. 8 letters long. You want the 8th. Oh, I know what that is. Yeah, it's just come to me. Next, 5th letter of this. Main antagonist of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'm flying. I've got 4 for 4 so far. I think I have. The 8th letter one took me a minute. We'll see if I'm right in a minute because I haven't looked at the answers. Helvetica or Verdana, for example. I think I know what that is. You want the 7th letter. No, that's not how you spell it. No, that is how you spell it. That doesn't look right. Oh, no, hang on, it might do. Good damn. No, that's 6th letter, a money off offer. What is this? A money off offer. I've got 6 for 6 and I'm no closer to cracking the Cryptex yet. 1st letter, surname of Australia's Prime Minister. Fuck. I'm going to struggle. Unless it's still him. I'll put a question mark by that. I don't think it is him anymore. One more clue. A pig or an informant to the police. Pig or an informant to the police. 2nd letter. There are a couple of 8s on this one. Oni, Innes, Sam, Shapes, all getting 8 for 8. Time to check your working. Can you crack the Cryptex? I've got, I think, 6 out of 8, possibly 7 out of 8, and I've not got a Scooby. 20 seconds to solve it if you can. I must have got something wrong. Riff losing 10 there. The solution to the Cryptex was Aqueduct. Oh, okay, I got the 7th one wrong. So Coventry is the city with the statue to Lady Godiva, from where we've got the E. Donut, spelled like that, is where we've got Krispy Kreme, from where we've got the U. I was right on that one. Shortcut, Control Z, for example, where we got the T from. Shredder, Master Shredder, the main antagonist of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Was it Master Splinter? Oh, Typeface is the font one, from where we got the C. Money off offer would be a discount, from where we've got the U. Mr. Vertigo, welcome to the game. Oh, it's Albanez, not Morrison. And a pig is a squealer, from where we got the Q. Yeah, I went sans serif, and now I've just realised that's 9 letters. Sans serif on the font one. Yeah, I've got stuck on Scott Morrison for the first book. Albanese. Albanese makes candy. That's the end of puzzle 2. Inca now with the lead, 110. Oni's in second with 109. Mark's in third with 108. We're going to go on to round 2. It's combination. Gameplay's the same as round 1, but each clue is now a combination of 2 words. The ending of the first word is blended with the beginning of the second word, and at least 2 letters will overlap. Connors, welcome to the game. So you could have a poke hand of 5 hearts, which would be flush, bar, black, blank. That would be sheep. They combine to make flusheep. It's the Pokemon round, if you will. As before, take the letter indicated and stick it into that slot of your Cryptex. Word of warning, the Cryptex word will always be a real word, even though the rest of the words are blended words, okay? So the Cryptex word, the word you're trying to crack at the end of the puzzle, will always be a real 8-letter word. Once again, you don't need to solve all of them in order to figure out the Cryptex, but the more you have, the more help you will get. So, pens and papers and keyboards at the ready, and we'll begin combination when the computer decides enough time has elapsed. Anytime, computer. Anytime you like. Take its time resetting the Cryptex. There we go. I always worry of that. Has it crashed? Here we go. The 3rd month and separate it from the wheat. Mash those together. At least 2 letters will overlap. I've got that one. I'm going to play along again. Sixth letter, insect troublemaker and historic punishment for troublemakers. Insect troublemaker and historic punishment for troublemakers. That's tough. No idea. Pied of Hamelin and full stop. Pied of Hamelin and full stop. Yeah, I know what that is. Remember, at least 2 of the letters will overlap, but it might be more. I'll give you a hint on that one. Moneybox, TM, and Wild and Untamed. Moneybox and Wild and Untamed. Japanese mob and madcap. You're on the 8th letter. I don't know. I can't remember what the Japanese mob are. This is quite fun. I think I'd enjoy playing this properly without having to host as well. Thin flaky pastry and dislike strongly. You're on the 7th letter. That's I'm going to put a guess down on that one. One on its own and shimmer. One on its own and shimmer. 3rd letter. Another guess there. I don't know what the other half is, but wide English cricketer and love. 4th letter, final clue. Hashtag I miss money box. Wide English cricketer and love. 4th letter. Anyone getting 8 for 8 on this one? No, a couple missing the second one. Yeah, I missed the second one as well. Innocent Jogging missing it. Mark got the second one. Only missed the second one. Sam's missed the second one as well. 10 seconds to check you're working. Shape's also missing just the second one. Remember, this will be a real word, not a blended word. 20 seconds to solve Cryptex. 20 points, but minus 10 if you're wrong. Solution was monarchy. Third month is March. You separate the wheat from the chaff to get marchaff from where we got the M, and I'm not going to be able to do them all. Pestox, pesto and stocks. Pied Piper and period, pipe period. Oh, coffer. Coffer and offeral? Or feral, coffer and feral. What's that one? Oh, fuck, I missed it. Yakuza and zany. Philo and... oh god, I'm not keeping up. Philo and loathe. And single and gleam. And broad door. What's that? Broad and adore. Broad and adore. It's always really hard to keep up with those as they come out, because I've got to do where we got which letter came out of it, both words and the blender word. It's too much to do in the 5 seconds it gives me. That's the end of puzzle 3. Well done if you did manage to crack that, Cryptex. Innes in the lead with 165, Mark's in second with 158, Sam's in third with 154. Let's reset the Cryptex. Next one. To play a trick and the capital city of Turkey. Don't mix it up. It may not be what you first think. I've looked at the answer now, so I won't play this one, but... Killer whale and siesta. Siesta. Nice. Yeah, I got the first half of that one, struggled with the second. A few little pings coming in. Here's another. Grassy field and paid to the groom by the bride's family when he marries. Grassy field and paid to the groom by the bride's family when he marries. Yes, I've got that one. Butler and in poker an opening bet to seed the pot. I think I know that one. No, that doesn't fit. I got the second half, missed the first half. Italian brandy and lidded bucket. Italian brandy and lidded bucket. 8 letters, you want the 8th. Perennial flowering plant and bone in front of the heart and lungs. And the 6th letter. Perennial flowering plant and bone in front of the heart and lungs. Rubbish and embarrass. 4th letter. Rubbish and embarrass. Final clue of this Cryptex: alcoholic brew flavoured with hops and a printed mistake. First half, we struggled with the second. Fortunately, the Cryptex letter is in the first half, which I think is probably the easier of the 2 clues on there. Mark with a perfect round, Toot with a perfect round. Or perfect puzzle, not perfect round necessarily. And that is the end. Time to check you're working. Have you got enough letters to crack this Cryptex? Mark and Toot certainly should have. Anyone else? 20 seconds for 20 points. The solution to the Cryptex was seasonal. So the answers: prank and Ankara, prankara. Orca and catnap, or catnap. Meadow and dowry, medowry. servant and anti, servanti, grappa and pale, grappale, asternum, aster, I think, and sternum, trash and
Shame.
for trash aim, and beer and errata for beerata. And that is the end of puzzle 4. I still managed to get to the shame button, read them out a little clearer there. You got to it just a bit too late. Bad luck on that, Cassini. Mark's got the lead, 217. Innes is just behind on 215. Toot now in third on 207. And these three really pulling away from the pack a little bit. Clive on 189. Sam 178. Shapes 174. Oni 174. Riff 165. Lingo 158. Ardenfet's 153. Apodo 150. Frothy Bunny Esquire 144. Nando just a point behind on the next round, 143. And round 3 is Cryptex. And 3 times your score in this game, 4 pennies incidentally. In this round, all you need to do is crack the Cryptex as quickly as possible. Don't submit answers to the clues, very important. Do not submit answers to the individual clues, only crack the Cryptex. Okay, if you submit an answer to a clue and it happens to be 8 letters, that will count as your go. At the beginning of the round, the Cryptex is worth 55 points. Clues are revealed every 15 seconds. Each clue drops the value of the Cryptex by 5 points. When you think you've got enough information, and again it will be a real word, you've got 1 attempt, a single attempt to crack the Cryptex. If you get an incorrect answer, you get 1 point for each letter in the correct position, but you don't get the full Cryptex value. So if it's coming to the end and you've got a smattering of letters, just put them in, they're still worth some points, even if you don't crack the Cryptex fully. It is the final round. There are 3 Cryptexes in this round, and the music is going to speed up just a little bit. Good luck. Starting with the category of vegetable. You can try and solve if you like. We have seen people solve at this stage before, but it's a big risk with only 1 attempt. 55 points if you do want to solve. Now, Apodo's gone for it and has missed, unfortunately. First clue then. Opsimat's giving it a go as well for 50, also wrong. Nickname of Babe Ruth. It's 7 letters, you want the 7th. Remember, do not attempt to solve these clues, because if you type something that's 8 letters, it will take it as your answer. For 45 now, of bread past its best. 5 letters, you want the 4th. Oni and Riff having a go as well, also going wrong. 45, and Toot is the first to get there for 45. Very well played. Moving up to 252. Pressure on Innes and Mark, who were previously ahead at the start of the round, dropping the Cryptex to 40 points. Loud Hailer, 9 letters, you want the 8th. Don't attempt to solve these clues. Just take the letter. Settee, 4 letters, you want the 1st. That could be a big help. It's a relatively straightforward clue. There's another solve. Sam solving, Mark solving for 35 points each. Shape solving for 35 as well. And Fluffy Bunny getting there for 35, dropping to 30. A movie that'll keep you on the edge of your seat. 8 letters, you want the 5th. Couple of solves coming in there. Lingo and... was that Innes, I think? For 30 points. And another one, Clive solving for 30, dropping to 25. Braids of hair. 8 letters, you want the 6th. Dropping to 20, something that wasn't your fault. 8 letters, you want the 2nd. Final clue coming in for 15 points. A turncoat who might backstab the faithful. A turncoat who might backstab the faithful. 7 letters, you want the 3rd. Attempt to solve it now. If you're right, you get 15 points. If not, you've got another 10 seconds. Try and solve it for 10. Even if you've only got 1 or 2 letters, type something that's 8 letters long, you'll get a point for every letter in the right place. For 10 points, try and crack the Cryptex. 15 seconds, big part, not 10. You'll see your scores going up even if you give me a wrong answer, if you've got at least 1 letter in the right place. It's a scallion, is the vegetable we're after. Bambino is the nickname of Babe Ruth. Stale is of bread past its best. A megaphone is a loud hailer. A sofa is a settee for 4 letters. A thriller is a movie that'll keep you on the edge of your seat. Pigtails are braids of hair. An accident is something that wasn't your fault. And a traitor is a turncoat who might backstab the faithful. I'm assuming that's a reference to the traitors. Resetting the Cryptex, 252 apiece for Mark and Toot at the top. The category is a game. It's 8 letters long for 55 points, but you only get 1 attempt. For 50 points, incredibly tried and bereft of energy. Sorry, incredibly tired, I beg your pardon, and bereft of energy. 9 letters, you want the 8th. Scary and gruesome, 7 letters, you want the 5th. Just one attempt from Kamikaze so far. No solves yet. 45 points available, we're looking for a game. For 40 points, the field of American football. 8 letters, you want the 2nd. This came up as a question last week at something, if memory serves. Oh, Clive and Mark solving at the same time, each picking up 40 points. Well done there. For 35 now, Best Picture winner at the 2017 Oscars, not La La Land, it was the other one. 9 letters, you want the 7th. I like that clue. It's easy to confuse them, but I always forget because one of them got announced and the other one won. Innes solving for 35, dropping to 30. Jab with the sharp end of something. 4 letters, you want the 4th. Shapes and Nando solving together for 30. And Riff solving for 30 as well. And Apodo solving for 30, and Oni solving for 30, and Lingo and Ardenfett and Fluffy Bunny all solving for 30. 25 points available now. Dirt or to make dirty. 4 letters, you want the 3rd. Remember, we're after a game. Starting letters. You want the 6th letter? It's 8 letters long. 20 points available now. Now's a good time to try and solve. And that's this week's traditional writing of the letter in the wrong place on the page. 15 points, final clue. A tragic disaster for Jane. 8 letters, you want the 1st. Quickly puts paid to the idea that it's Monopoly. So whenever it's a game, it normally always is. It's 8-letter word, 8-letter game, but I don't know if anyone went for that. 15 seconds to solve. 10 points if you can. Point for every letter in the right place. Minor changes. It was cribbage. The one with pegs. Exhausted is incredibly tired and bereft of energy. Macabre is scary and gruesome. Gridiron is the field of American football. Moonlight was the Best Picture winner, not La La Land. Stab is the jab with the sharp end of something. Soil is dirt or to make dirty. Initials are the starting letters, and Calamity Jane, a tragic disaster for Jane. Toot not getting an answer in there, it's a bit of a change at the top. Mark now in the lead, Innes in 2nd, Clive in 3rd. 55 points available for cracking this Cryptex. We're looking for an occupation. I will clarify, it's an occupation as in a job rather than a battle. For 50 points, a truth. 4 letters, you want the 3rd. A truth. For 45 points, what Aesop's fables might teach you. 6 letters, you want the 1st. Those are 2 very helpful letters, and Mark is not wasting any time solving for 45 points and securing himself the game. Jogging's right behind. 40 points available now. Nando and Riff also solving. 2007 computer game starring Chell and GLaDOS. 6 letters, you want the 5th. Podo and Lingo solving for 40. RNG has been very generous with the ordering here. It's been very helpful. Hold on to it when using the stairs. 8 letters, I beg your pardon. You want the 7th. Don't solve this clue. Just take the 7th letter. For 30 points, having no money. 9 letters, you want the 2nd. Our top 3 are now secured. It's still possible for Clive to take 2nd and Innes to go 3rd. If Clive solves now, or on the next clue. For 25, big beak bird that has advertised Guinness. 6 letters, you want the 6th. 25 points. Remember, we're after an occupation. And Innes secures his silver with 25 points. 20 available now. Female head of the family. 9 letters, you want the 8th. And for 15 points, a selfish seducer of many women. 8 letters, you want the 4th. Clive guaranteed the bronze now. Lingo being denied it by a point. Clive could extend slightly if he solves in the final 15 seconds of the game. 10 points, type something, point for every letter in the right place. Clive taking 3 points out of the final one, not solving that occupation. Well done if you got this. It was mechanic. The truth is a fact. Morals are what Aesop's fables might teach you. Portal was the 2007, fucking hell, starring Chell and GLaDOS. A handrail is what you hold on to when using the stairs. Penniless is when you have no money. A toucan is the big beaked bird that has advertised Guinness. A matriarch is the female head of the family. A Lothario is a selfish seducer of many women. And that is the end of the game. And our winner is Mark. And with that, it's time to come back down to earth. Good game. I enjoyed that. Shall I tell you how I know that's a good pack of Cryptex? It's because I was playing it and I was able to get a good number of the clues, but not all of them. That's always a good sign. I'm probably a fairly average quizzer. I'm okay, maybe marginally above average. I'm certainly not great. And if I come into a game of Cryptex and I'm seeing it and I'm getting more than half, that strikes me as a good, well-written pack. So lovely stuff from Lupine there. Thank you very much for your effort, and Cola as well for proofing it there. Final scores, such as they are written there, times it by 3 to get your penny count, but it's Clive who's got the bronze on 262, Innes takes the silver on 305, and Mark adds another gold to his medal cabinet for Cryptex. Mark and Innes are avid Cryptex players. They've got a lot of golds in their cabinets, but Clive taking a bronze this week as well. Lingo's just messaged me. So can I share that? Connors! Thank you for that Prime sub. That's most kind of you. Thank you very much. Welcome to the fam. Enjoy our free viewing for the next month. Lingo, can I share what you've just messaged me? Lingo's just texted me saying, well, damn, I should probably rewrite round 2, puzzle 1 of my pack. I'm assuming there was some level of repeat of the Cryptex word there. Resubmit in the usual way, because I've already merged that in, but I can replace that, Lingo. It's not for a few weeks, so you've got time anyway, but good spot. Oh, bloody hell. So yeah, Connors, thank you very much for that Prime sub. This is the most kind of you. Thank you for sticking around. I do hope you'll stick around for the final game of the night, which is Risky Business. It's high energy but big fun. It's much more chill than Cryptex. Cryptex is very, very intense, and that applies to everyone as well. Do stick around, because we've got a pack by Shapes, and I'm going to try being the optimum word there, try to play along. I'm aware, looking at the thumbnail on Google Drive, there are some notes here. So if I open up the pack and I move it without looking at the answers over to the extra trivia information. In fact, if I hide those columns, let's hide those columns so that I can only see the questions and the extra trivia information. Because I'll see the answers on the screen. I fancy playing a game. Also, it would be good for me to test my own universal controller. And this is an easy one because it's just touch the button. So I've hidden the columns so I can only see the question and the extra information. So I might get some advance warning of the questions, but obviously I'm not going to use that to my advantage. I'll either know them or I won't. So this will be lots of fun. But Shapes, as is his want, has gone into exceeding detail on his extra information trivia, and it would be frightfully rude of me not to read that out. So I'll make sure I can see that, but not the answers. And I can see one of the proofers is on this as well, so hopefully you can see that I have hidden the answer columns. I think that applies to you, so I'm not just play because I want to medal, I want to play because I want to play, because I fancy some quiz. So that is coming up after the break. It's been written by We Like Shapes. It's been proofed by Now Cut That Out. Thank you, both of you, very much for your efforts. And it's, of course, on the new software. And it does use the universal controller, which you will need to get from there. The Mac version is still not there. I know G. Eisens has done it. I need to upload it because that's really sloppy because G. Eisens has gone to the effort of doing that. But the browser version is there, and there is a Windows version. Current version is 0.5.2, so anything else, re-download it if you have it. It will say at the beginning. Is my bot spamming again, is it? Oh, bad bot. Very bad bot. So everyone wrote that sort of thing. It varies. It very much varies by writer. I'm not out to shame anyone here, and I'm very grateful to anyone who does trivia. I like reading extra stuff, though I appreciate I don't always hit them. I don't always read everything, but yeah, it's always good to have extra stuff to read. So that's the end of Cryptex. Thank you very much once again to Lupine and Colo for writing and proofing respectively. Congratulations to Clive on the bronze, Innes on the silver, and Mark on the gold. Those pennies will be credited to your account as the credits roll. We'll have a very quick 3-minute ad break, but we won't start the next game without you. So enjoy some jazz if you subbed, or some adverts if you're not, and we'll be back for Risky Business in about 5 minutes' time. You've been playing Cryptex. I'll see you after the break. Theme is just so desperately sad, isn't it? It's so sad but gorgeous at the same time. Let's have some jazz or some electro swing to change the mood up a bit, and let's give you all some Cryptex pennies. How many? 128. Better than a boot of the arse. Lupine, thanks again for that pack. One thing I am looking forward to redoing when I do redo Cryptex in the fullness of time is redoing the credit sequence, because I love the changing letters thing, but the code is an absolute abhorrence. So I'm looking forward to redoing that properly and sexing that up at some point, probably before the end of the season. It'd be good to have it ready for the 400. That's the goal, redo all the games ready for the 400. We'll see what happens. Anyway, adverts coming up, bonus available. Mr. Vertigo, welcome to the stream. Type Cryptex128 if you would like to grab yourself some bonus pennies. Matt the Ref, welcome to the stream. Great to see you, just in time for Risky Business, which will need the app, and we'll be playing that in about 4 minutes' time. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back.
And that song ain't so very far from wrong. Jingle jangle.
It's risky business. There are those hexagons. And it's CQPX if you want to come and play the game. Oh, what an amateur. I haven't actually verified this account. Let's try that now. Oh, it works. Yay! So, Lord Hodis, welcome to the stream. Lovely to see you. Some more people cashing in pennies. I'll do those while we join. Proofs wanting 500 pennies. There you go. And AB Me wanting 500 pennies. There you go. That's complete. Mark is complete. Refresh that. CQPX is what you need if you want to come play. Yeah, that's the thing I haven't done. The reordering of the strap is a bit slow on join. Something I need to fix. Oh, phone's gone to sleep. Come on. I might actually look at disabling auto lock just for the duration of this game. I mean, I've got a charger right there. I could put it on if I'm worried about battery, which I'm not. Hey, Risky Business with Risky Business! Fluffy Bunny, thank you so much for that Prime subscription. That's enormously kind of you. Enjoy ad-free viewing for the next month. Thank you very much indeed. Much appreciated using your Prime sub there. Using some of that Amazon money. Most grateful to you. Now, how do I do this? Turn off... Is it screen? It's not screen time. Display and brightness. Ah, that looks about right. Auto lock, 30 seconds at the moment. Let's switch it to never for now. And I must remember to go back to that. Offline, online. The auto reconnect seems to be working. Lovely, lovely. Right, remember you need to, if you've not used the app for a while, you need to verify by just typing a code into the chat. Or whispering to the bot, either works. Right. Oh, love a bit of Risky Business. I'm just going to shuffle my keyboard up there so I can actually see my Sonic mouse pad if anyone else wants to have a gander with a Sonic mouse pad there. So actually you don't get to see most of the time because the keyboard's on it. But yeah, here we are. If you want to check this out. I'm playing the game. We swipe that way. Yay. Hopefully everyone else can see that as well. Right. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna walk it. Sonic screwdriver. Ben has a Sonic mousepad. Oh, I've got so much Sonic nerdery in here. I don't know if I've shown you my my Sonic Lego. You probably can't see on the tiny window. Hang on. Let's go to cam a minute. You can see my Sonic Lego set just here. Yeah, Dylan got me that for my birthday. We built it together, which is good fun. Oh, hello. A message from our sponsor, Matt the Ref.
Did you know 45 is the sum of the single digits, and it's also the number of months I've been subscribed? Which is the more interesting fact?
Well, they're both very interesting. I like some of the single digits, but I'm enormously grateful for the 45-month subscription there, Matt the Ref. Hope you're keeping well, my dude. Been a little while, but lovely to have you here. Hope you come in to play some Risky Business. Yes, I see you down there, Matt. So, Risky Business, remember, you don't have to play every question. There seems to be this trend. People love playing every question in Risky Business. You absolutely do not need to. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 28 players in so far. I'll give it just a couple more minutes, and then we'll get going. There's some more pennies I need to cash while we're waiting. Silent Marine and Clive, both claiming 500 pennies there. Silent Marine, 500. Clive, 500. There we go. Tap. It's not a topper game, no. There we go, there's number 3.
Oh, well, that's all right then.
There we go. I got to use all 3. It's traditional for the writer to flag up any theme in a pack. The theme to this one is lurching to a subject as different as possible from the previous question.
Well, that's all right then.
No, that one doesn't work quite so well. Let's start again on number 1. Right. The Neil Patrick Harris Doctor, yeah, it was good, wasn't it? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 28 still. Oh, I'm in between Riff and Samster. I'm in very good company there. Sandwiched between the two. What fun. Do that. Right. Oh, Kseni, you've got there. Excellent stuff. Are you on 0.5.2, hopefully? Ksenia, did you get on the desktop app in the end, or on the browser? Because it might be a browser issue if you're using, I don't know if you're using Chrome or Firefox or what. But glad you're in. So, this is a tappy button game. Oh, Ksenia's joined the lobby again. I'm guessing just refreshing it, or moving to a different account, maybe? Different control. Browser one's alright. Yeah, I'm using browser on my phone, it seems to be. Okay. There you go, Ksenia. You're in and validated. Well, that's not quite true, is it, Natter? It is. No, I don't know that the app doesn't tend not to work. It does tend to work, because I've used it watching Twitch. There is a known issue where if you try and validate on the same app that you're validating on, if you Alt-Tab effectively from Chrome to the app, it will log you out of the app and not log you back in if you validated. We've been through this. We had this conversation. Come on, be cool. Yeah, but that's on the validation. It works. Just the validation thing is a catch that I've not been able to patch out yet. But yeah, come on, be cool. Right, I'm going to leave it there. I think it's time to play Risky Business. Hope you're ready. Let's go. Okie dokie. 3 rounds in this game, and this packed by shape. So I've got notes and I've got questions, but I don't have answers in front of me. Let's see what round 1's all about. Round 1 is favourable odds. Select one of the correct answers from the 5 presented options within 15 seconds. With each question, the number of risk points available increases, whilst the number of correct answers decreases. An incorrect answer at any time will reduce your risk points to 0. However, abstention will preserve your currently accrued risk. To play question 4, you must choose to risk based on the answers alone. This question is worth double your risk points, but only one of the answers will be correct. And if you choose to risk, abstention will be treated as an incorrect answer. 3 sets of 4 questions in this round. So, if you're not sure, you might be able to guess, because earlier in the set of 4, you're more likely to guess right. Towards the end, though, you don't have to risk, because you lose those points and you reset to 0. That's the main thing. So you want to preserve as many points as you can, ready for the 4th question, which is the risk question. Hope you're all ready to play. And we come to question number 1, and the options are Poseidon, Aphrodite, Athena, Hermes, Zeus. Who? Name a Greek deity whose Roman counterpart shares its name with a planet. I got one right! Yes, love it. Here come the ticks. If you've got nothing, you might as well have a guess. Oh, Connors, you found the one wrong answer. Matt, you found the wrong one answer. Athena is the wrong answer. Correct answer were Poseidon, Aphrodite, Hermes, and Zeus. I went for Poseidon, as it happened, because Poseidon is... Well, I've got the answers here. Aphrodite is Venus, Hermes is Mercury, Poseidon is Neptune, and Zeus is Jupiter. Athena's equivalent is Minerva, the Greek equivalent of... the Roman equivalent of Athena is Minerva. Zeus, yeah, no, never heard of him. Well, I don't know if you got some points. On to the next one. There are 3 out of 5 correct answers here, and 3 points if you can find one. Options are Auld Lang Syne, The Lark Ascending, Jerusalem, Hallelujah Chorus, Pomp and Circumstance March number 1 in D major. Name a work traditionally performed at the last night of the proms. I like 2 of them. Extra points for guessing the only one right. I mean, it's impressive in its own way. Auld Lang Syne, Jerusalem, and Pomp and Circumstance March number 1 in D major. I went for the safe answer of Jerusalem. Hallelujah Chorus and Lark Ascending, no. Second half of The Last Night of the Proms is a sort of British classical music's greatest hits, so it's a bit of a travesty the Hallelujah Chorus isn't there. Lark Ascending we can do without. Which remains broadly the same from year to year, including Jerusalem, Pomp and Circumstance, which is the land of hope and glory, and Auld Lang Syne. Vaughan Williams' The Lark Ascending isn't part of the traditional content, but was performed by Nicola Benedetti at the Audience Free 2020 last night, because apparently people love it, even though it's incredibly overrated. Well done if you've got some points there. Let's go on. Question number 3. Only 2 correct answers up here. 5 points if you can find one. Remember, you don't have to play. Options are... Oh, God. AC Milan football, North Melbourne Australian rules football, Nashville Predators ice hockey, Exeter Chiefs rugby union, Indianapolis Colts American football. Name a sports team whose current regular home strip is blue and white. Well, no one, it's not. I'm not playing this one. I thought I'll leave that one out. I'll preserve my 5 points. Yeah, North Melbourne and Indianapolis Colts are blue and white. I knew it wasn't AC Milan. They're black and white. Exeter Chiefs home stripe is mainly black. AC Milan playing black and red. I thought it was black and white. Who am I thinking of? Nashville Predators playing a uniform that is mainly yellow with some navy blue. I've gone red. Well, that's because I abstained. That should probably be orange. I think that's probably been mentioned, actually. Wondering if you got that. Plenty of players on 10. Matt's on 8. Nando and Opsy on 5 in getting that one right. And a few other 5s as well. And Fetz and Mantissa on 2. Connor's DMC, Natakaseni Riff, and Zeus, whose name is so long you're overlapping my mesh. Whoops. I'm afraid you won't be able to risk on this next question. But remember, you must choose to risk before seeing the question. I haven't seen the question, even though the question is there. You only see the options. And if you want to risk, you must play. It's worth double points, but you will lose everything if you abstain or get it wrong. Options are, if you've got no points, you can't risk. Taiwan, Portugal, Mexico, Finland, India. No. 7 seconds. Hit the big risk button if you want to play. It's very tempting to press that button. It's very big and sort of like, come and press me. But I'm not going to. Fluffy Bunny is risking all 10. Nando, Opsy, Pyro, Samster, and Topper are risking 5. Mantissa's risking 2. Everyone else's points have gone into the bank. 5 points! Points for me. Good luck. Those are your 5 options. 15 seconds. Here is the question. Name a country that has already held a national election in 2024. Oh, well played. Fluffy Bunny, Nando, Topper and Mantissa all doubling the points. Opsy, Pyro and Samster wiping out and heading back to 0. It's Taiwan is what we wanted there. Taiwan. Why are they blue and they black? Oh, have I not updated half of the... I bet I've not updated one half of the strap. That's deeply annoying. Never mind. No, I don't. Well, I can't really tell. Tai won the election. Very good. Yeah, Taiwan's presidential election was held on 13th of January and was won by Lei Ching-ti of the pro-sovereignty Democratic Progressive Party, taking over from his colleague Tsai Ing-wen after she completed her second term. Finland's presidential election takes place tomorrow, with really on a Sunday. With the National Coalition and Green Party candidates most likely to win. Portugal's legislative election will take place in March following Prime Minister Antonio Costas' resignation amid corruption allegations regarding government mining contracts. Mexico's presidential election will take place in June with Claudia Sheinbaum currently leading the polls. India's parliamentary election does not have a set date, but it's expected to take place in April or May. Wow. Raises turnout. I suppose fewer people at work, I guess. That makes a certain amount of sense. Well done if you doubled up points. We've got another set of 4 coming up for you. We'll put those points into the bank. And I think, that sounds familiar, actually, Poland being on a Sunday. They had one fairly recently. Buffering issues. I obviously can't tell buffering issues, but I look reasonably in sync from one to the other. That says Cryptex, and that one says Cryptex. So I've got about, 5 seconds, maybe, if that. Moving on. 5 options, 4 of them are correct, 2 points if you can find one, and those options are: never place your rear end on a pirate's face, never wear a dress on a Tuesday, never abandon a lost cause, never release a kraken, never put ye hand in a clam's mouth. Name one of the Metalbeard's rules of the sea in the Lego movie. You might as well risk on this, play on this one. Hey. Oh, I didn't have a clue on that one, but... And 4 players going for the wrong answer. Fetz, Inkamat and Kamikaze, never abandon a lost cause. No, unfortunately, that is not one. Never place your... Let's go through it. So the 5th rule is always abandon a lost cause. Also mentioned in the film is Jolly Rogers are not for eating. Never wear a dress on a Tuesday. Interesting theory. Never release a kraken, though. That's a good rule. I like that rule. Well done if you got some points. On to the next 3 points available and 3 out of 5 correct answers. Take a look. nickel, silver, cobalt, copper, iron. Name an element that is attracted to a magnet at room temperature. Surely, yeah. I'm playing it safe, go for the easy option of iron, because you just think of iron filings. But yeah, iron, nickel and cobalt are all attracted to magnets of room temperature. Silver and copper are not. UK silver coins are magnetic because they are actually made from plated steel. Copper is actually repelled by magnets. That I didn't know. Very interesting. Well done if you picked up 3 points there. Lots of 5s on the board, a few 3s as well, and a couple of 0s. On we go. Next question. 5 points available, 2 correct answers here, and your options are sword. First, so welcome to the stream. Gun. Bomb. Aeroplane, okay, it's not Cluedo weapons. Horse. Name something seen in Picasso's Guernica. Picasso. I mean, surely that one. Do I risk it? Hey! That was a good risk. I was thinking Picasso. I went horse. Horse and sword are the right answers there. Yeah, although the painting was famously a response to the Spanish Civil War and the bombing of the town of Guernica, the images represent the aftermath, so the aeroplane and most weapons are absent. The sword is held by a dismembered figure at the bottom of the scene, and the horse is in the centre with a large wound in its flank. Despite the painting's well-known inspiration, there are many different interpretations of what the figures depicted represent. I mean, that's true, it could be. I thought horses are in paintings a lot. I wouldn't have thought there'd been a bomb or an aeroplane. It feels a bit early for... feels a bit too modern for Picasso, which feels a weird thing to say. Anyway, lots of players with 10 points, including Royal. Go on. I've got to win. I want to win. So, one option of these next 5 is correct, but you must choose to risk before you see the question. Good luck. Decide if you're going to risk. Options are... If you've got no points, by the way, you can't risk. And Ferbster, welcome to the stream. 94, 120, 108, 43, 5. That could be anything. Is it darts? I bet it's darts. Feels like darts. I'm not risking that. I'll have my 10 points, thanks. Into the bank, along with quite a few other players. Quite a few giving this a go, though. 4 players risking 10, quite a few players risking 5, and a couple risking 3. I'm going to look at the question now. I wasn't a million miles off. Good luck, here's a question. Name the score obtained during a maximum 147 break in snooker. I'd have probably got this, because I know the answer. I'm really annoyed. I will tell you just before the countdown runs out what I think I would have gone with. Is it 120? I've been watching so much snooker lately. Oh, I'm very annoyed about that. I should have risked. 120, yeah. A maximum break requires a player to pot alternating red and black balls, 15 of each, so 1, 8, 9, and so on, going up by 1, then 7, then 1, then 7, and so on. As such, a player will hit every multiple of 8 up to 8 by 15, which is 120. The player then pots the yellow, green, brown, blue, pink, and black once each to score the remaining 27 points. And I know that because when I did Big Break, the 27 that you can get from the colours was burnt into my brain. So thank you for the snooker question, Shapes. Very much appreciated. Very upset I didn't risk on it. Yeah. There we go. Never mind. Well done, though, to players who did get points there. Riff and Kuseni doubling up to 20. AB, Me and Pyro doubling up to 10. Kamikaze and Fets doubling up to 6. Very well done. Let's put those points into the bank. And we'll go for another set of 4. Where am I? Am I on the left? Oh, I'm there. I'm on the same as Silent Marine and G. Isons and Apodo. Excellent. Fluffy Bunny leading with 30 at the moment. AB, Me, Clive, Jog, Colo, Kuseni, Nando, Riff all on 20. Another set of 4 questions. 5 options, 4 of them are correct here, and you'll get 2 points if you can find one. Should have taken your cue on that question. Boo. You can have a begrudging honk. Here we go. Options are Matt Willis, Rachel Stevens, Cheryl, Jay McGuinness, Lily Allen. Name a singer who has starred in the West End play 222, A Ghost Story. Fucking hell. Oh, hang on. I haven't got a question. How annoying. Let's refresh. I didn't know anyway, so I don't mind quite so much. Let me re-log in. How annoying that happened. See if I can rejoin my own game. I'll probably have guessed Cheryl on that. Would have been right. Are we back in? Yeah, there we go. My bank's 15, so that's correct. Cool. Where were we? Lily Allen was in the cast for the opening run in 2021. Willis of Busted was in 2022. Cheryl in 2023, with McGuinness of The Wanted in the cast that toured in 2023-24. Most players getting a point there. Just one player not answering. What a wally. That would be me. On we go. 5 options, 3 correct answers, and the options are 3 points if you can find one. Azul. Hanabi possibly. Suro. Bulio. Samurai. Name a board game that uses tiles in its gameplay. Hey. That makes up for the first one. Then you don't have to play. A couple of people maybe sitting this one out. Mantis and Mr. Vertigo preserving their 2, not wanting to guess. And Bulio and Hanabi do not. Azul, Suro, and Samurai do. Hanabi and Bulio are both card games, do not use tile-based boards. Well done if you got some points there. Question number 3. Only 2 correct answers. 5 points if you can find one. And your options are Albanian, Hindi, Gaelic, Arabic, Korean. Name an alphabet with fewer letters than the English alphabet. I feel like I should know this. Piss. Oh. So it's academic that I missed the first one because I got question 3 wrong anyway. Gaelic and Korean are the answers to that one. The Korean Hangul alphabet has 24 letters, and the Gaelic alphabet has only 18. There's no J, K, Q, V, W, X, Y, or Z. The Arabic alphabet has 28 letters, and there are 36 Albanian letters. Standard Hindi alphabet, which incidentally I think is what I went for. I'll probably check my notes and it would tell me. Oh no, it doesn't tell me, never mind. Standard Hindi alphabet, as agreed by the government of India, has 11 vowels and 35 consonants. However, the traditional Hindi alphabet is considered to be made of 13 vowels and 33 consonants. So, well done if you got some points, or if you abstained. If you have got any points at this point, then you will be able to risk on this question. 5 options, 1 of them is correct, and you must risk before the question is shown. And if you abstain, you're wrong. Here are your options. Corbett, Everett, Mail, Palin, Oddie. Bank or risk? Okay, a smattering of players having a little flutter here. Yeah, I think I've got the straps on either side are incorrect. Fluffy Bunny, Clive and Connors all risking 10 on this one. Jog and Prug's risking 8. Mr. Vertigo risking 7. Colo, Nando, Pyro, Ralph risking 5. Apodo risking 3. Good luck. Here is the question. Name a category of Scottish mountain. Say something, Connors. Oh, not that though. Cola, Mr. Vertigo, and Fluffy Bunny getting the right answers there. Corbett was the answer. Corbetts are mountains over 2,500 feet, but less than 3,000 feet, after which point they are Munros. They are named after John Rook Corbett, co-founder and convener of Rambles for the Rucksack Club. And, okay, each to their own. Well done if you got that one. We're going to put all the points into the bank and check out the scores, because that's the end of round 1. Well, Fluffy Bunny with quite a commanding lead at the end of that first round. Currently sat on 50 points. Kolo and Cassini each have 30. AB Me has 28. Riff and Silent Marine on 25. Inca's got 23. Kamikaze's on 21. Clive, Jogging, Mark, Nando, Toppy Bags, and Zeus are all on 20. Mr. Vertigo's got 19. Apodo, Natter, Giesens, and some Burke called Royal are all on 15. Fetz is on 13. Connors, Proves, Pyro, Ralph, Samster, and the Ferbster on 10. Mantister on 9. Matt on 8. DMC and Opsy yet to score, but we've still got 2 more rounds to go, so plenty of time to make it up. Round 2. Round 2 is the board game. Select as many of the 9 presented options as you like within 60 seconds. At least 4 and up to 7 of the answers will be correct. For each correct answer identified, you earn 5 risk points. However, if you identify even 1 incorrect answer, you score nothing for the board. 3 boards in this round, and we bank the points after every board. So it's a bit like Wipeout, but 5 points for every answer. But I'm not going to tell you how many correct answers are up there. Okay? 60 seconds. To give me as many answers as you dare. But if you find even one wrong one, you're going to be wiped out and score nothing. Them's the rules. 60 seconds, and your options are... 2010, 33 workers rescued after mine collapse in Chile. 2017, Women's March takes place in over 670 locations worldwide. 2004, Opportunity rover lands on Mars. Identify the events that took place in January of the given year. Good lord. 2018, ballistic missile false alarm causes panic in Hawaii. 2022, Novak Djokovic deported from Australia. 2013, Costa Concordia sinks off Italian coast. 2019, Notre Dame Cathedral fire. 2009, everyone aboard a plane survives its emergency landing on Hudson River. And 2023, Croatia adopts the euro. I think I know maybe 2. You can't take your answers back, by the way. So you've only got 1 chance. I'm fairly sure that was. Let's go with that. Yeah, this was the round with the slow board change. I'll go for 3. I'll risk 3. No! And I was wrong. Oh, bloody hell. There's only 2 wrong answers. Shapes. What are you doing? What are you doing to me, Shapes? Notre Dame Cathedral fire was one of the ones I went for. Everything was right there apart from Notre Dame, and I knew the Chilean mine wasn't then. Notre Dame fire was April 2019, and the Chilean mine rescue was in October 2010, 10 weeks after the mine collapsed. Everything else happened in January. I got Novak, and I got the Costa Concordia, but the other 2 I missed out on. Oh, bum. Oh, well. Well done if you got some points on that. DMC picking up 20 points. Good going, because you got nothing in the bank, but we're finding 4 of the events and doing jolly well there. Excellent stuff. Let's put the points in the bank. And let's go to another question, I think. Options are... Method Man, Inspectadec, GZA, You God, Easy E, Rake One, High Priest, RZA, Killer Mike. Identify the members of the Wu-Tang Clan. Keep being too late. There should be a timer on your app, Cassini. Should be relatively close to real time. I haven't got a clue on this. Let's press some buttons. Why not? I haven't got a scoop, so I might get lucky. Going for 5. Actually, I can see my log. Actually, I just realised I logged these answers as I come in. So I know my result. Okay, here come the ticks. So, finish off your answers if you haven't given me anything already. That's everyone, I think. And there we go. I wiped out. Can't remember what I went for now, but it wasn't any of the right answers. No, I think I went RZA. Method Man. I think I put High Priest and Killer Mike there as well. Pronunciation notes. I'm just seeing now. RZA is pronounced RZA. No, it isn't. I'm sorry, it simply isn't. No, GZA is Jizza. Shapes, please. You're just giving me these things to make me sound silly now. The other members are Ghostface Killer, Master Killer, Capadonna, and the late Old Dirty Bastard, also known as ODB if the full version is unstreamable. No, that's what I've said it now. Wu-Tang Clan was formed in 1992 in New York, and the name is an acronym for Witty, Unpredictable, Talent, and Natural Game. Eazy-E was a member of West Coast Collective NWA, Killer Mike is a member of Run the Jewels, and High Priest is a member of Anti-Pop Consortium. On a washroom stall and a reggae pub quiz Highlander. Is they really? Oh, brilliant. Well, now you'll know, Riff, if you didn't know already. If I answer correctly, I would have gone that. Oh, possibly. Let's put some points in the bag. Very well done. Kasani banking out the most there. Sorry, I forgot to read the points out. Riff's got the lead with 60. Colo and Kasani on 55. Fluffy Bunny in third on 50. One more board. 9 answers. Here they come. Water polo. Netball. Handball. Lacrosse. Dodgeball, indoor volleyball, curling, bandy, korfball. Identify the sports whose full-size teams have an even number of on-field players. Oh. I think that does. I think that's 5. I think that's 7. I think that's 5. Is that 6? I think that's 4. I'll go with that. Oh, for God's sake. Seeing my answers already. Seeing how I did. I'd rather giving the game away then. Right, 15 seconds or so. Get me some answers. Here come the ticks. Lead answer, Kasani. And you're just out of time. Curling, lacrosse, dodgeball, indoor volleyball, and korfball. Really? I thought dodgeball was 5. Or maybe it's 6. I went water polo, which is where I've gone wrong there. Indoor volleyball has a team of 6 on court. Curling has 4, so I was right about that. Korfball has 8, lacrosse has 10, and dodgeball has 6 on-court players from a roster of up to 12. It is 6, not 5. Water polo, handball, and netball teams have 7 active players at any time. So when I said I think that one's a 5, I was wrong, basically. Oh, dearie me. But very well done to Mark banking out 25 there. Clive picking up 20. Inca and Kamikaze getting 15. Riff and Apoda getting 10. So saved me and Pyra getting a save 5. Nata going for 7. Hoping for 35 points. Unfortunately, there are only 5 right answers up there. That is the end of the board and the end of the round. Let's clear the board and check out the scores. Oh dear, right down at the bottom. Oh, dearie me. But up at the other end, it's Mark and Riff with the lead of 70. Colo and Kasani in second with 55. Fluffy Bunny in third with 50. Welcome to that. It's nice down here. I like it on the right-hand side of the board. The lerping doesn't. The lerping works fine, but I think the colours are a bit wrong. So, yeah, it's fine. I'll be on the broken side. Maybe I deserve that for making it broken in the first place. Not having a good run myself, but I hope you're all having fun. And Mark and Riff with the lead. One more round though, which could make all the difference. Yeah, 1 up from the bottom, but yes, that'll do. This or that is the final round of the night. Select the correct answer from the 2 options presented within 7 seconds, and they go quick, so tap your answer quick. Answering correctly earns you increasingly more risk points, 1, then 2, then 3, and so on. Answering incorrectly at any time will reduce your risk points to 0 and reset your streak. Abstaining from a question will bank your risk points and reset your streak. So if you're not sure, you can abstain and your points will go in the bank, but then you start building up again from 1. 15 questions in the round, so a maximum of 120, so still technically anybody's game. Let's see how you get on. Best of luck to you all. Question number 1, this or that, A or B, options are horizontal, vertical. The stripes on Poland's flag run in which direction? Hey, yeah, red and white. Horizontal is the answer. Oh, I don't appear to have any notes on here. I'm going to uncover one of the columns and see if it's... which column? Oh, and I have to uncover all of them, and then I'll quickly hide them again if that's the 2 with the answers on. So let's hide those columns. So still got some extra. The columns are a different layout for round 3. Yes, white across the top half, red across the bottom. Well done if you got that. So that's your risk point. If you've got no risk, you might as well attempt. It's always worth bearing in mind. Question 2, this or that, A or B, options are 2049, 2099. For its title, the sequel to Blade Runner was set in which year? I'll get my answer in. 2049 was the answer. Blade Runner 2049, set 30 years after the 2019 of the original 1982 film. A few players wiping out there, quite a few on 3. The Eisen's putting a point in the bank. On we go. Question number 3, this or that, A or B, options are gas boiler, microwave oven. Which household appliance contains a pilot light? Surely it's that. Oh, no, I guess not. It's a gas boiler, apparently. It's the small gas burner that ignites the larger burner when you switch on something that requires hot water, like your immersion heater, for example. Unless you have an electric immersion heater. I don't know enough about that sort of stuff, so I'm going to shut up. Quite a few people wiping out there. Me, Mr. Vertigo, Cassini, Connors, Nando and Thurbs are also getting that wrong, but with no risk. Quite a few people on a 6-answer streak, though, which is lovely to see. Let's keep it going. Question number 4, this or that, A or... Why did the gas-powered plane crash? The pilot went out. Question number 4, this or that, A or B, options are MSNBC, CNN. Which news network was founded by Ted Turner in 1980? Hey. CNN, MSNBC, was founded in 1996 as a joint venture between Microsoft and NBC. Still lots of players with a perfect streak of 10 at the moment. Mantis are putting 6 in the bank. And more risky business stuff. Connor's gifting a tier 1 sub to Proogs. Connors, thank you very much for your generosity there. Proogs, enjoy a ad-free view for the next month. It's because you're both on 10. Oh, both down there on 10. Thank you for your generosity, Connors. Proogs, welcome on in. Team 10, we'll call you for now. Very good. On we go. Question number 5. This or that, A or B, options are beet, cane. Sugar produced in the UK comes from which plant? I anticipated that might be where it's going, so as soon as it came up I thought I'd press it. Yeah, it's beet, sugar beet. Much of it is grown in the same part of the country the author of this question grew up in, and he can confirm that when the factory is fully active at harvest time, it stinks. Good to know. So, after 5 questions, players on a perfect risk streak, Fluffy Bunny Esquire, Inca, Clive, Samster and Ralph, all with a perfect score of 15. Let's put any points into the bank, because Mark, Kamikaze and Zeus and Fet's all banking 10 there. Nando banking 1. Let's put them in the bank. So Mark is leading on bank at the moment. Let's order by risk. We've just seen our 5 players with a 15-point risk streak. Fluffy Bunny, the highest at the moment, with the highest bank there. Potential scorers, I don't know if there's going to be much difference just at the moment. Not masses, but that is the potential leaderboard at the top. But let's go back to the bank order just for now as we move on to the next set of 5. Question number 6, this or that, A or B, options are thigh, shoulder. The deltoid muscle is in which part of the body? Hey. It's in the shoulder. It's the rounded bit at the top of the arm. So, that bit, I guess. Possibly. Samster sticking 15 in the bank. Ralph losing 15 points of risk there, and just 3 players now with a perfect risk streak. Fluffy Bunny, Inca and Clive. Let's put those points into the bank. Question number 7. This or that, A or B, options are roads, Crete. Oh, God. The Minotaur's Labyrinth was built on which Greek island? I do know that, actually. It's Minotaur of Crete, isn't it? And that's the only question, I think, in the entire pack for which there are no notes. Oh, looks like there's a couple down towards the end with no notes as well. But no notes from Shapes on that one. G. Eisen's putting 10 into the bank. Jogging and Mr. Vertigo losing their risk there, 15 and 6 respectively. And 3 players still with a perfect score. Fluffy Bunny, Inca and Clive. Let's put the points into the bank. As we go to question number 8, this or that, A or B, options are... attic. Kitchen. In American pool, players break off from which area of the table? I think I know this, but I think it's kitchen. Yeah, should have risked it. It's the kitchen, supposedly named because in the early days, people with pool tables in space-restricted houses would have the rear part of the table near the kitchen door, giving them space to hit the break-off. Fluffy Bunny is finally calling it quits, putting 28 into the bank. And now Inca, the only player with a perfect risk streak of 36. Clive getting that one wrong and losing 28. Pyro losing 15. Nando and DMC losing 3. Kasani losing 1. Let's put the points into the bank. Have I moved over to the left? No, I've moved over to the top of the right, though. That's nice. On we go. Question number 9. This or that, A or B. Options are 8. 10. How many members of a Scottish jury need to agree in order to return a verdict? Fun fact, the reason I know that, or had a strong hunch, is because there was a TV show starring David Tennant where one of the plot points is that he ends up having a trial in Scotland because they've got a special verdict called Not Proven. I won't give you any more details of the plot. It's worth watching. But that TV show is called The Escape Artist, and that is fully where the title of My Escape Artist came from. It's obviously nothing to do with the law, but that's where I nicked the name from, The Escape Artist. So that's the reason I know that, because there's a quirk of Scottish law there. Little side fair. Now, and I'll give you the actual trivia from Shapes. Although legislation is in progress to lower the number of jurors from 15 to 12, the number of jurors required to return a verdict will remain at 8, going from the simple majority currently required to a requirement for 2/3 of the jury to be in agreement. Colo banking out 28 points, AB Me banking out 21, Mark banking out 6, Fets 6, Ralph 3, G. Eisens 1. Inca's maintaining that perfect score, and if he gets another one right, then his risk will be higher than his bank. Currently the perfect risk streak of 45. Let's put the points into the bank. One more questions, and then we'll check out potential scores. Question number 10, this or that, A or B, options are dog, cat. In the Australian comedy series Colin from Accounts, what is Colin? Should have known that. He's a dog. Man stops car to let woman cross road. Woman flashes him in gratitude. Distracted, man runs over a stray dog. Man and woman become an item as they care for the dog whose hind legs have been replaced by wheels, opting to give him a strong name like a human name. Colin from Accounts Payable, who's working on the merger. And there we go, a summary of that show, which I've must confess I've not actually heard of. Silent Marine banking out 3 there. Connor's losing 3. Inca continuing the risk streak of 55. And let's go through before we do the final 5 questions. The bank lead belongs to Mark on 86. Colo just behind on 83. Fluffy Bunny in third on 78. That's the current bank lead. Let's look at the potential lead. And we see Inca emerging from down there to take the top with a potential score of a lot. 103, I think, if my maths is any good. Apart from that, there's not a huge amount of risk in play. Let's just order by the risk at the moment just to see who else might want to be kept an eye on, because, of course, there's still 5 questions. Zaps are currently on 10, everyone else on 3 or below. So Inca's possibly Inca's game to lose at this point. He'd have a good lead if he banks now, but is he going to play the hubris card? We'll find out as we go into the final 5. Question number 11, this or that, A or B, options are Chester, Liverpool. In show jumping, what name is given to a fence over a pool of water? This was on last week as well. Oh, for God's sake. My gut was Liverpool and I went with Chester, but it is indeed Liverpool. Did this come up last week? I'm sure this came. Yeah, it was Oni's, wasn't it? It was Oni last week in Danger Zone. And yeah, again, no notes on that question. That's 2 questions tonight that have been echoes of the previous week. Oh, you love to see it. Samsa losing his 10, so the only other contender for a risk streak is now knocked out of contention. Still a chance, still 4 questions left, but Inca still with 66. He's still playing on. Podomantis from Matt banking out 3 there. As we go on, Mark still with the bank lead, but it's all eyes on Inca. How much further is he going to go? On we go. Question number 12. This or that, A or B? Options are paperclip, staple. Which item of stationery is called a trombone in French? It's a paperclip, named after its resemblance to the musical instrument agrafe. Is a staple, A-G-R-A-F-E, agrafe. Opsy losing points there, Clive abstaining on that one, everybody else putting points, giving me the right answer. Inca's streak continues up to 78 points of risk now. 3 questions to go. Question number 13, this or that, A or B? Options are Lydia, hey there, Lucia or Lucia. Oh god, in the 2022 film, what is the conductor's first name? I think it's that. It's not that. It's Lydia. I went for Lucia. I'm playing along with Risky Business. Mrs. Flush and Minnie Banyol are here, everybody. Lydia is the correct answer, and I have no more notes on that one. And with just 2 questions to go, Inca's finally called it quits, and his banking is 78. Fluffy Bunny and Fet's banking their 6. Colo and Kamikaze, Silent Marine, Ralph banking 3, Mantis and Matt Thirster banking 1. We're going to finish these 2 questions, and then we'll say hello to you all. Let's put the points in the bank. Inca is going to stay at the top this time. And 126. I don't think he can be caught at this point, even if Mark gets the next 2 right. Mark and Colo with a tied bank, but Mark with the advantage thanks to that risk. Let's go on to question number 14. This or that, A or B? Options are Violet, Klaus. In Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events, who is the eldest Baudelaire child? Hey! Come on. It's Violet. Violet is 14 at the start of The Bad Beginning. Klaus is 12 and Sunny is a baby. Oh, interesting. See some high-risk streaks getting undone there. Jogging and Mark, Husseini, Riff and Zeus and Proogs all losing their risk. Jogging losing 15 of them and Mark losing his 10, which could be very, very interesting, even though Cola got it wrong, because they're now both going to be absolutely neck and neck for a silver medal. Let's take a look at the potential scores before we go in. A foregone conclusion, I think Inca's going to take his 2nd gold of the night. Did you get a gold earlier, Inca? I think you did. Or did you get a silver? No, you got a silver, didn't you, in Data Leak? Colo and Mark absolutely neck and neck, points and risk tied. Fluffy Bunny could end up with 87 if they get this one right and pip them at the post to getting the silver. Let's just take a quick look at the potential. No changes at the top. So all eyes up here. Is it going to be Colo, Mark, Fluffy Bunny, and is Riff going to get a look in potentially to get a medal here if we have some ties, or if lots of people get them wrong? Let's find out. Good luck. No, there'd have to be ties for Riff to get a medal, but yeah. Anyway, question 15. This or that, A or B? Options are 25, 23. What is the sum of all single-digit positive odd numbers? Matt said this earlier. Surely it's that. Yay! I got it. It's 25. Of course, Matt saying at the start of the stream, subbing for 45 months, and he's saying the sum of all the single digits is 45. So a little in, and that sort of brought the thing full circle entirely by accident. I love it. Hello, Bear. He wants my shortbread biscuit is what he wants. Correct answer was 25. Nando finishing with the highest risk streak of 15. Fluffy Bunny getting that one wrong. Mark getting it right. Colo getting it wrong, which means we are going to have a gold, silver, bronze, I think, in this Mark Colo. Let's find out as we put the final points in the bank. Dog lets me. We do indeed. Fluffy Bunny, after a really strong round 1, just goes out on the bubble. Oh, I've earned 140 pennies this game. Hey, I finished on the left-hand side, just ahead of Ralph. That's nice. And just behind Topper. 28 points for me. 99 points short of Inca. And indeed, it is Colo who takes the bronze, Mark who takes the silver, and Inca with a colossal 127 points there is going to be our gold medalist tonight. Very, very well done indeed. I'm just going to check the penny manager, which is in Gameplay Manager. Author pennies used to be higher than that. Let's call that same as the other games tonight, 500. Multiply factor is 5, so times your score by 5. In fact, it's told you on your app what your pennies are. So that's nice, isn't it? Very well done, and huge thanks to Shapes for writing that and to Toot for proofing it. Let's go to the last moment just before we roll the credits, because Mrs. Flush and Dexter are here. Hello, Mrs. Flush and Dexter. Just going to move the camera down slightly so we can see Dexter. And you're going to lift he up.
I can lift he up.
Here he is. Look at this gorgeous. Hello.
Very happy to see you, Daddy. Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
You all alright? Everyone had a good night?
I want your cookie.
He does. That's all he's here for. Is that there is a triple chocolate shortbread cookie.
And a cup of Red Bush, I think.
I'm knackered, Matt. The rep is how I am. I'm very tired, but it's a good tired. It's tired from having lots of work and being really, really busy and studying and yeah. So, but I thought I'd pop in and say hi, and I bought you tea.
Very much appreciated.
I don't know how long you were going to be.
Yeah, this is the last game. We're just about to wrap up.
Game?
So
Right.
I'm going to go do the continuity.
It's an extra sacrifice because that was the
last one.
It's the last tea bag, which meant like.
Oh no, Earl Grey. No, Red Bush. Last Red Bush. Oh, that's fine.
Yeah. Fine. I didn't get in.
No, you could have shared the tea bag.
Have you any idea how depressing
No, that's
sharing
quite
a
depressing.
tea
Isn't
bag
it?
is?
Right, he
It's
just
the
wants that
worst
cookie, so I think he
thing.
needs to come down. Right, we're going to wrap up. Thank you again to our writers. Thank you all for playing, for all the subs and bits that have come in tonight. Most grateful. Just before we go, hello boy. Let's see what we've got on. Oh, I can't reach the keyboard. Let's bring the keyboard back here, and I can do some shout outs. Let's first of all give a shout out to Topper. Let's do that shout out. There we go. Because Topper has got his season finale on Thursday, and I've just seen the schedule get published. You've got the Grand Slam, which has been written by Topper. This is Thursday, February the 1st at 8 p.m. Go give them a follow. But also the return of Moneybags. Moneybags is coming back to Topper's channel, so go and give him a follow for his Season 7 finale of Topper One's Quizzical Evening. That is this coming Thursday at 8 p.m. Over at twitch.tv/Topper1Gaming. Also, our great friend Ash the Bash. He is going to be streaming on Wednesday and Friday next week. I think, unless he's just had a finale. He's not updated his schedule yet, but he normally streams Wednesdays and Fridays at 8 p.m. twitch.tv/AT_bash for more quiz content. He hasn't updated his schedule, so I don't know exactly what it'll be. Go on, get down, dog. But that's going to be Ash next week. Finally, for me, next week, we are going to be having one of those, which now is becoming a regular season thing, although last season we had two, when we had Huds come along and visit us, and we had Ash come along and visit us. Ash visited as my birthday stream, that was August, that might have been the season before actually. And then we had Huds come and visit last season, and we've got another guest joining us next week live from the broadcast studio here. And I'm not going to tell you who it's going to be, but one of our lovely friends from the community, who's a regular here, is going to be coming to visit myself and Mrs. Flush and Dylan next weekend, and they are staying to stream with me as well. So it's going to be good fun. There'll be a lot of banter with us as well, we hope. So look forward to that. That's next Saturday, and the games we are going to be playing are, if I look at my own schedule, we are going to be playing on Saturday the 3rd of Feb, Plinko the Quiz, and that's been written by Riff, I believe, and I need to put in a fix for that. Yes, Plinko the Quiz. Red Herrings, which has been written by Ramsey, and I know I'm proofing both of those, and there's something I need to put into Plinko to make it how Riff wants it. And then Google That by Samster. So this is going to be a really good game to have another person here, because I can have, because Google That's really good to have a pointless friend with. Likewise Red Herrings, because it's sort of auto-running, so hopefully some of my guests will be able to read notes while I read questions, or maybe we'll swap over, who knows. But that's next week, another person here in the studio, which will be amazing good fun, so I do hope you'll join me. That's next Saturday the 3rd of February, 8 p.m. For Plinko, Red Herrings, and Google That. Forward warning once again, Saturday the 16th of March. I know it sounds ages away, but this time next week it'll be February, and then it'll be virtually March. So Game Night episode 400, which is the season 13 finale, an all-day stream for charity. I really must put out some more details on that quite soon. We've got 3 special guest games with special guests, I suppose, to look forward to, which would be spectator events, and then not quite one with everything, but one there's lots of my current catalogue of games being played. So that's an all-day stream raising money for charity, and I do hope that you'll be able to come and join me. Do mark your diaries. Saturday the 16th of March. Starting at 11 a.m, running through till probably about 1 a.m, and I've booked the next morning off church, so that'll be good fun. Rainville, thank you very much for that follow, just in time for the end of the stream. And that is going to be it for this evening. I've just got to roll the credits, at which point your pennies will be added. Welcome on in, Rainville. I'm afraid I'm done for another week, but I will be back next Saturday at 8 p.m. GMT, so do come and join us. In the meanwhile, if you're not already in the Discord server, come and hang out with us in there. You get all the latest information about anything that's coming up over there. And I'm going to be done because it is 11 o'clock. And I know I started a bit late and we had a triple bill, but I hope you've had fun. Thank you once again to the proofing team who sort of saved the day a little bit with proofing those 3 packs. To all of our writers this evening, congratulations to all our medalists, and most of all, thank you to everybody for coming along and playing. It's been a great night. That is going to be it. I think we've probably got to go. Is it UKSG? We've probably got to go and raid ESA Marathon, haven't we? Are they live? They've got Silent Hill on at the moment. So let's go and raid ESA Marathon. A marathon. And we'll just say... I don't know what we're going to say. I'll cancel it because I haven't rolled the credits yet. I'll think of a raid message and set that raid up in a minute. I'll be back next Saturday for even more game night fun, and I hope to see you there. Until then, Dexter's clawing at the door. Do take care, be splendid and wonderful and marvellous and safe as always. And until next time, I've been Roy Flush, you've been watching Game Night. Take care, peace out, and good night.
Shoobity whoopin' be oobity whoopin' be oo. Whoop shawon. Whoop shawody whoop. 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 Shoobity whoopin' be oobity whoopin' be oo. Whoop shawon. Whoop shawody whoop. 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 Whoop shawon. Whoop shawon. Shoobity whoopin' be oobity whoopin' be oo. Ba-doo now.